All right, getting ready to come in here. Where's the stream? Where's the stream? The stream's coming along. First, quick fun. What the heck are we looking at? So the picture we're looking at right now is Ian from Smosh dressed as Batman, enjoying the Bat toilet set that I built for them for Smosh. That was a really enjoyable production day. Came across the picture again, and I thought, oh, why not? I'll just use that as my starting picture. Hi, everyone. I'm here. Actually, Felicia is here as well. She's just getting herself some coffee and getting moving because it's been a slow motion morning for her so far today. It is still a tiny bit morning for us. Hi. Hello, everyone. Hi to all of my Patreon friends. Thank you guys. I'm glad that those of you who have popped in already and are listening to me ramble about this live are here listening. And for all of my friends who are watching this in the future, my future, your present, because time is this wibbly wobbly, timey-wimey goo thing. Thank you for watching as well. I'm going to double check that I actually have audio going out and people can hear me and I'm not just pantomiming to the camera. That's a lovely background image. Thank you, Moon Eyes. Yes, it's good morning for me, and Stephen Deitch says evening all, because time is this wibbly wobbly thing. Where's the stream? What's up? I am here. Artman 2019 is here. Jerry Rig Props is quoting a Budweiser commercial. Will Connors is, hi everyone. Howdy ho! I'm Batman's Christmas hanky. What? Yeah. So, I think it's back to cutting stuff, because I know for sure I haven't watched any more of how to actually build this thing, and I'm pretty sure Felicia's been pretty busy this week getting stuff taken care of. So, we're probably back to cutting, but hopefully we will be able to actually talk and spend some time with you and relay some stories. Should be fun. Was time for a PSA about putting brushes and stirrers covered in wet paint into your tea mug. This is a PSA coming to us from Moon Eyes 2K, who Moon Eyes and I have had a long conversation recently about being tea snobs. So this PSA is definitely, I've lived this one too. That wet paint being put into your tea mugs makes for a less than tasty tea. This has been your public service announcement. Make sure that your water for cleaning your brushes is in one place and your teacup is somewhere else, and the two shouldn't meet, because before too long the water for cleaning your brushes is going to look like your teacup, and you don't want to drink that chalky mess. That's also a big advocate for why I like using acrylics that are generally a non-toxic paint, because when you do accidentally take a sip of that chalky mess, it's not going to kill you. Although I suppose if it was paint thinner, you might be able to tell before you go too far, but it depends on if the caffeine's kicked in or not.
What are you telling people to drink?
I am relaying Moon Eyes 2K's excellent public service announcement about making sure you keep your brush water for cleaning your brushes quite separate from your teacup.
I like that chalky flavor.
Yeah, exactly. That tea generally does not get benefit. There's no real benefit in having watered down paint in your tea.
Make sure it's non-toxic.
And that's where Felicia came in. Hey everyone, it's Felicia down there.
I needed my little box.
Yeah, you did. It's all right. Hi, how's it going?
I'm here.
You're here. You made it. Yay! It's a complete stream. Excellent.
I made it.
Okay. Well, that's been the live stream again for today. I want to thank everyone for coming in. Or is there more? No, there's more today, right?
Yeah, we have a proton pack. We cut out a whole bunch of circles last week.
Yeah, I think we can complain about circles and cut out even more this week if we wanted to.
Do we still have? We do have more circles. We didn't get through all of them, did we?
No, not even a little bit.
So first we have to cut out all the puzzle pieces in the 500 puzzle piece box before we put the puzzle pieces together.
Exactly, it's a DIY puzzle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I always think about every project I'm doing. I'm like, I have to make a puzzle.
I have to make a puzzle. So I bopped your head a little bit. You okay?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I'm fine.
No concussion?
No concussion.
Okay, good.
No.
Sorry. Yes, you were right. We have to build the puzzle before we can build the puzzle. Oh, good. Look at that.
Did you get the text that I'm here?
No. I have the security cameras on, and I was watching. I was, oh, look, Felicia's driving up. No. I got the text showing the podcast event. This will be a live podcast that I'm going to be part of. That's going to go live in about 7 hours. So, apologies to everybody who's across the pond. It's going to be super early in the morning for you guys. But, yeah. I'll just have to put the...
Don't worry, guys. We're just live.
We're just
answering
live.
that he's going to be participating live. You know,
Yeah.
7 hours from now.
7 hours from now, I'm going to be... Wait a minute.
Alive again.
I'm
Somewhere
going to be alive again. Copy, that's what I want. Yeah, I'll be alive again. Somewhere else, it'll be fun. I'll just dump this into the Discord.
It's so cold in here.
Yes, it is very cold in here. So, paste. So, that is pasted into the Discord. And now I can post it into the chat. And I'll have to post it into the chat more than once, I'm sure. Just to be nice. Oh, wow, my brain just totally failed me. Oh, Drerick says, that's just 3 a.m., no big deal. Well, much like this one, which comes out live, I'm sure that, wait a minute, what happened here? Boy, did that, I had what I wanted, and then it disappeared on me.
Oh, okay.
I gotta... Wait a minute, which,
Yeah, we still have more circles to do, don't we?
That's why, because I'm looking at the wrong, Yes, we do. Okay. I can copy and paste from Discord, right? There. That took some effort. Yes, we still have
Lots of circles.
lots of circles to cut.
Yeah.
Now we can cut other things if we want to not cut circles today.
No, it's okay. Right
Okay.
here, I was going 63 centimeters long, and I'm realizing that centimeters don't compute in my brain. Because
Okay.
those numbers are too tiny.
Too tiny.
Too tiny of units.
Fair enough.
No, not that,
So,
but...
right. So you know a meter's a little over 3 feet. So a meter's longer than a yard by about 6 inches. So it's about 40 inches, 41 inches.
But it's way more flattering to use inches than centimeters when pattern drafting. Because it's so much nicer to say 7 inches versus like
14 centimeters.
yeah,
or
14,
whatever it is.
yeah, it like doubles your sizing. So it's so much. It's
But what's fun is kilograms goes exactly the opposite. A kilogram weighs about 2 something pounds is a kilogram. So yeah, I only weigh like 150 kilograms.
yeah,
It's nice.
I'm cool with that. But once we start going into measurements, I like the bigger chunks of the inch.
Yeah, okay.
Personally, because I visualize it, but. And
Also,
I was just
it's just what
realizing
you're used to, too.
that I'm not used to centimeters, so I'm like 63. I'm like, that's not that big, but
I'm
it's
sure you'd be
bigger
totally
than I would
comfortable
expect.
pattern drafting in cubits if that's what you were raised with.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. No, but we also use centimeters and stuff. Like, it's not that abnormal.
no,
it's
it's
just
not.
units. But I definitely have that bias of I prefer the inches.
Yeah, I was just kind of playing along with the idea of 63 is, basically 5/8 of a meter, and a meter is just a little over a yard, so it's going to be just a little over half a yard.
Yeah. But you have to put it into
Yeah.
references. I know. It's just interesting because...
It could actually almost be the table height at 63 centimeters, yeah.
Yeah. I can math all day long in what I call regular units that nobody else uses.
Right. Oh, that's awesome.
But then once we go into centimeters and meters, I'm like, my brain doesn't want to compute.
Right. It's all good.
But the circles, they're easier in millimeters than it is in inches.
Okay.
For sure. The small ones.
Nice.
But.
Good. Oh, okay. So it's going to be facebook.com distance nerding.
Okay.
Let me copy that, and hopefully I got it. Hopefully I am sharing the proper links.
Yeah. So that should be on the Discord now.
Yeah. Oh, accidentally clicked. Now oh no, I lost everything because I clicked the wrong thing.
Are we still live?
Yeah, we're still live.
Okay.
I just clicked the link instead of copying it. There we go. There we go. Oh, the doggo moved. Hello, stupid monkey. Stupid monkey was having a problem that the dog curled up on his laptop, so he wasn't sure if he's going to be able to make the stream because
Okay, yeah.
don't want to disturb the dog.
No, we do not disturb the puppies.
Don't
No.
disturb the puppies.
No.
There we are.
Oh,
Okay.
It's cold in here.
It is cold in here. It's absolutely cold in here. Let's see. PSA, Irish tea is still the best? Yes, Jerry, yes. As a big part of the discussion that Moon Eyes 2K and I had on Patreon over just being tea snobs in general, that out of all the bag teas, and this is the way I'm preferencing it because Moon Eyes and I both agree that loose leaf tea is still superior. That Irish tea is the best. That not only the Americanized Irish breakfast tea, but definitely the Lion's bag tea that Jerry sent us is the best of the bag teas that I've ever had.
I do not have enough experience in teas to offer a legitimate opinion.
Fair enough.
Yes, my favorite is peppermint chamomile, and that's not technically tea.
Oh, it's an herbal tea.
It's an herbal tea, but
Yeah,
it's
that's
not
fine.
technically the tea leaf. So
No,
I've
it's
been
not
told that doesn't count, but that one's my favorite.
Whatever.
So
Chamomile teas are great.
chamomile peppermint specifically.
Okay. Yes. I've enjoyed the Sleepy Time tea. I've enjoyed the Good Earth tea, which I think that one actually has some tea in it. I think that's pure herbal. Throat Coat is a great tea, which is just a sore throat remedy tea. Yeah, and as far as herbals go, I think I talked about this before. Just hot water with a squeeze of lemon, a dollop of honey, and a crush of not garlic.
Garlic.
Ginger, and that's good. Garlic could work too, but ginger's a little better.
I don't think I could follow you down the garlic trail.
We're gonna eat raw garlic today.
Maybe in like a tomato soup or something. Yeah. There's this one tea that I like that my dad used to drink when he went to Korea. It was like, I'm butchering the name, so it's not bully chai because that's a barley one. It's the one that's the corn. And we used to call it popcorn tea because it tastes like...
Interesting.
Because it's, the kernels have been roasted and then they turn them into a tea. And
Okay.
you steep them. And it's just like a really warm corn flavor. I don't know. That one is one of my more favorite teas that I don't really know how to order or explain. I just know what it looks like when I go to the store. I like that one.
I understand.
Can't even read the package.
Right, but
It's that one.
It's that one.
Yeah.
I talked about my favorite tea in the Discord as well. That was I'm going to butcher the name because I've only ever read it. It's Lapsang Souchong, which is best described as a campfire tea. It's a black leaf tea that's been smoked over like a pine fire or something. So basically, it's a smoky tea.
Yeah.
The wives' tale, the classic tale, is you have your two warring factions, and the losers are like, well, they can't have our tea, so they threw it in the water. So the winner's like, well, let's dry this out and use it anyway. And that's supposedly how.
Post Boston Tea Party.
Yep, exactly. And
this party's not going to stop.
It's good tea. The nice thing about it is since it's already smoky, you can't oversteep it. I mean, you can, but it's not like, oh, it's been 6 minutes, now my tea is foul. It's like, oh, I forgot it for 10 minutes. It's still fine. It's still good tea.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So what are people saying?
We're still talking about miniatures paint are, by and large, water-based acrylic paints, but they taste hideous if you make a mistake. But as noted, it's not hazardous to your health. So we're still finishing up on the whole paint tea, which goes along with us talking
I'm
about teas.
notorious of really, I like to sometimes get that fine tip on my paintbrush. I'll
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Especially painting miniatures when you're just dotting eyes or doing a tiny little thing. It's like, Next color.
I am notoriously
it also like massages the bristles, so I'll go back and
my spit and blood went into this project. I mean,
yeah.
yeah.
I spit on your miniatures.
Yeah.
Moon Eyes is letting me know that there is a package arriving this week. I did see that in Discord, and I did see that Joe responded that he will try and pay attention, which I appreciate because I still have a hard time getting to the P.O. box before the facility closes.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we might have viewer mail to open next week.
That's exciting.
It is exciting. Looks like the doggo moved, and Artman's making a hair file for... so one of the upcoming projects is I'm going to be making All Might hair, much like we made Goku hair, and that's going to be...
I love foam wigs.
Oh,
I love wigs. Like, I hate wigs. They're terrible. If I can do a costume without having to wear a wig, I will avoid it at all costs.
Right.
But I love wigs.
Yeah.
They're so fun. And then foam wigs aren't itchy.
No, they're not.
They're not itchy at all. They're like, there's space and they can breathe. It's like wearing a foam head.
It is.
It's not the most uncomfortable of
No.
accessories.
And it's not any more warmer than wearing a regular wig.
Right?
Artman, right? Am I saying the right way? Yeah. Artman, feel free to send that whatever way is convenient for you. Emails to me is fine. Through Discord's fine. However, whatever's easy.
He's looking for your files.
Looking for your files. And Artman says, I would have shoved my dog off. This is in reference to the dog camping on the... Right.
Bruno, I would have. Toby, I would let him stay a little extra longer.
Right.
It's Toby.
Toby, exactly. I get it. Toby's a sweetheart.
Bruno, I love him to
Toby
death.
is a sensitive little flower.
Toby is.
Yes. Bruno's appropriately named.
We don't talk about Bruno.
No. Bruno's fine. He's just a needy little dog.
I love Bruno. He's such a bad dog. Like, I love him. He's such a bad dog. My brother, who was like living with us for a while, was like, "Don't talk about Bruno like that. I love Bruno." And I'm like, A week later, he's like, "Yeah, Bruno's a bad dog." Like, I know, we love him.
Yeah.
There's a reason we opened our home to him.
Right, and there's a reason he's still around.
Exactly, but no, he's a bad dog.
But he's pretty much a bad dog.
He's a bad dog. I love him, but he's a bad dog.
Right. I pictured. I posted a picture. I think I did. I posted my derpy dog on the Discord, didn't I?
Yeah, your little potato?
Yeah, my little potato, exactly. Sergeant Burrito.
Sorry, burrito, not potato.
Whatever, it's all the same. He's a fat dog.
So cute.
He's a rescue dog that, for whatever reason, really took to me and is just so excited when I get home, and he loves to sit here. Yeah.
That way you see him.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
There's no not paying attention.
Right. But at least we're finally gotten it down to, if I'm sitting down, he can sit on me, and as long as he's still, we're good. You can sit for hours, but you can't, like, actively try and get my attention. No, sit down.
Bruno's really good about knowing that I'm paying attention to my phone, and like, no matter where I put my phone, sometimes he'll just like put his head right in between it.
Right.
Like, I laugh because he's so good at it. Like, especially if I'm like trying to take a picture of him. Like, I put the camera on and I'm like trying to do it, and he's like,
okay.
He knows.
He knows. Dogs understand pointing.
They do.
Yeah, they really do.
They
Not only can dogs point at something away, but if you point towards something, dogs will look, or at least most dogs do.
Eyeball conversations.
Yeah. Have you ever tried to point at something for a cat? It smells the end of your finger. Now, I love cats. I'm not trying to badmouth cats. I just enjoy the difference between the two.
It's been a while.
Nearly all cats that I've lived with, I've got 3 cats at home. Nearly all cats that I've been around, when you point at something for a cat, they just smell the end of your finger.
Yeah, you need to use your eyeballs to communicate. It's that eyeball conversation. Cats pick it up too.
They probably would pick up that too, but not really. They just smell the end of your finger. No, it's over there. I dropped the bacon.
Really
it's over there.
Cat growing up, who we had a really good we understood each other.
Okay.
She knew when I wanted in. She also understood when I was like, I don't know. We had a really good communication style, so my cat was smart. I don't know. She's my only experience with the cat. I had her for like 18, 20 years.
Right.
So,
one
cat's experience, but...
I've had so many cats. I like cats.
I've had multiple, but she's my cat. That was my cat that I was raised with. But my dogs, we have eyeball conversations too. Sometimes my dog looks at the handle, looks at me, looks at the handle, and is like...
Right. No, it's great. Definitely with the Chihuahuas at home, we can full on. It's like, I'm gonna leave. I'll be back. When it gets dark, just calm down. And it's
No, every time I leave, the dogs cry.
Right. Oh no, they still cry.
Anybody else leaves, then they don't care. But I leave the house and it's
God, the bird screeches when I leave.
Since you've left.
By the way, more pets. So I've got a parrot too, who screeches his dang fool head off when I leave.
He knows.
Yeah.
No, get back here.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep. So we have this ranking for the dogs. We've got Captain Flint. That's the parrot, who's named after Long John Silver's parrot from Treasure Island. Mm-hmm. We've had Captain Flint a very long time already.
Yeah, they can live a long time.
Oh yeah. We recently got a rosy-cheeked conure, so we got a secondary bird, which really helped Captain Flint understand. Oh, I'm a bird.
Yeah. No, yeah. They need socialization.
Yeah, they do. So he's a bit happier bird. Anyway, Sprinkles at some point got promoted, became Admiral Sprinkles. So we have Captain Flint, Admiral Sprinkles, and Sergeant Burrito.
Who are we warring?
I'm just pet ranking. And then, of course, Ellis has her dog as well, and that is Jelly Bean, who is, of course, Princess.
Yeah, Jelly Bean made it on the show.
Yes, Jelly Bean's made it on the show. And Jelly is a princess, so that's her ranking.
Yeah, it's Princess.
Yes, it's Princess.
So, therefore, outranks everyone,
right?
Technically.
And then there's the cats, who's just kind of like, they don't have ranks. They're all, they're cats. Cats are more like roommates than pets, to be totally honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My cat / roommate used to just eat my cereal while I was eating it.
I used to share my pizza with the cat. We would get whatever pizza, and I would hand them the olives, and the cats love the olives. And there was one point when he's like stocking up on the pizza when I'm not actually offering it to him. I was like, what are you doing? And he just grabs an olive and runs away. He's like, all right, well, I trained you for that.
Right? Can't be mad.
No.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. God, that was the same time when I had friends. If I talked about this on the live stream, I don't think so. Maybe. That was this. Oh, God, what's this cat? This is going back 30 years. So living in an apartment with a friend, and we had this cat and eating the pizza, and then we would play Mario Kart on Super Nintendo.
Okay.
Right? At this time, Super Nintendo was it. This is before Nintendo 64 came out. Well, in order to make Mario Kart more challenging, so we played the snot out of it, we would set the controllers on the floor and use our toes.
Okay.
So standing there, controlling knowing how to hit the shoulder button so you could throw the things using your toes.
Me and my friends used to play that, but they always would play easy on me because racing games always end up going the wrong way on the wall. Just, I'm that bad at racing games, but
well, at least
my friends were great.
Leku, is that his name? The turtle in the cloud that retrieves you out of the water.
No,
he'll come down and let you know you're going the wrong way.
Yeah, he's a constant player helping me out.
Oh, that's good.
Keep me on the road, get me back where I was going.
All right.
I need another toe again. Hey, you missed me. We're BFFs.
Right. Yeah. Hurry up! I'm gonna lose 8th place if you don't hurry up.
I know. I'm more on for the joyride,
right.
Just trying to complete the circuit. My favorite one's the pretty one, the rainbow one, but I cannot stay on that one to save my life.
Oh, no, the whole point for that one is for you to fall off.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
Let's see, Moon Eyes is letting us know going back to tea, the technical term for not actually tea is tisane, Tisane.
Yeah.
Tisane, or tincture, right?
Yeah.
You have now had today's tea educational moment.
Yes, I knew it wasn't technically tea. Technically tea,
right.
Yes.
Yes, the difference between Moon Eyes 2K, again, the difference between a cat and a dog is the dog thinks it lives with you, and the cat thinks you live with it.
Well, cats domesticated themselves.
Pretty much.
Cats were like, yo, look at this healthy spot. I think this box is mine. I'm going to sit right here. And that's how, how cats domesticated themselves.
I think cats also still remember that they were worshipped as gods in ancient Egypt.
And
they just haven't forgotten. And,
no, they were like, they domesticated that you're welcome. My presence is here.
Yep.
That's what they did.
That's exactly what they did.
And yes, worship me.
Yes. So Laka too. Yes. Artman's asking me what my email is. Yeah. Here's a real hidden and difficult to figure out email. It's Odin@OdinMakes.com. And yeah, it's in the About tab on the YouTube channel. So
send him all those quizzes. Which Harry Potter princess are you? No.
Well, I did the sorting hat thing. What is that called? The I remember. I used to remember what the site was called, where you go and you do the sorting hat.
Yeah.
And
used to take all those Facebook quizzes.
yeah, well, it may have came out anyway.
Yeah.
Ravenclaw.
Ravenclaw.
That's where I got sorted. Yeah. Big shock.
Yeah. I don't know. It depends on how I answer the questions.
Right.
I get shuffled all around there.
Right. Oh,
Yeah. But
so let me know what the site is. I would use that one as opposed to the Facebook quizzes where
yeah.
anybody can just make up their own.
Which house are you really in?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think I got Ravenclaw and I wasn't happy, so I switched up my answers.
Oh, okay. No, I'm totally happy with Ravenclaw. Yeah. In fact, when I did the DIY prop shop build for the Golden Snitch, my first thing, this is before I did that site, I was like, okay, I want a Ravenclaw shirt. And all I could find were really cartoony Ravenclaw shirts, but they had distressed shirts for Hufflepuff, Gryffindor, and Slytherin. I was like, where's the distressed design for House Ravenclaw? What the hell? So I got Slytherin. That's my second choice.
Yeah. Hufflepuff would be my second one, because how could you take a Hufflepuff seriously?
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah, I've got a lot of cosplay friends that are all Hufflepuff, and yeah, they're a lot of fun to hang out with.
Yeah. I was laughing because they were, depending on which vaccine you got, was which house you got sorted into. And I got Ravenclaw.
I got Ravenclaw for that as well.
Yeah.
Moon Eye says I tend to end up as Huffleclaw.
Huffleclaw.
Artman is Yahoo or Gmail? No, it's OdinMakes.com. It's Odin@OdinMakes.com, Artman.
Any
it's
capital
Odin
letters?
it doesn't matter. Odinmakes.com. Yeah.
Yep.
No, just all lowercase is fine, but I don't think caps matters. It all gets sent around. Pottermore. Pottermore? Is that the name of the site?
Pottermore, probably.
Huh. All right. Not a cat person at all. Okay, so I think I'm ready to close my mouth and quit rambling.
We have lots of dots.
We got biscuits.
We got snacks.
We got snacks. Snacks.
Forbidden snacks today.
Very, very chewy snacks. These are very filling.
Yes.
Yes.
They're not very nutritious, but they'll definitely stuff you up.
Yes.
Block you up.
These will definitely stop any sort of digestive ailments. They'll just stop it.
Do not eat foam, people. We do not condone eating foam.
Not at all.
Chewing on it, however, don't do that either.
No.
I don't even give it to my dogs.
Now, William Shakespeare, he's got coffee foam. That's his thing.
Coffee foam?
Yeah, one of his things he's got on his channel. It's a coffee mug with a puzzle piece of foam stuck in coffee, because I think it's the same thing, that foam has fallen into his coffee, like cleaning your brushes and your tea. Mm-hmm. So he jokes about coffee foam.
I'm like, you could totally make a foam cup.
Oh yeah.
You could even make it waterproof. You could drink out of.
Yep.
I really like foam that much, but yeah, I'm just imagining like little kids biting it and then having the teeth marks.
Oh, I had a friend who had a ferret, even though they're illegal in California. Whatever.
They're all over the place.
They're all over the place. Yeah, vets have no problem.
It's an invasive species. It's all,
The soles of the shoes are basically foam. Right?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So whatever sole I was wearing, this ferret would just run right up to my shoes and. It's like, you can let go now, so I can walk.
No, it's too much fun to chew.
He wouldn't even chew. He just.
Yeah.
I got it. It's like.
Yeah, I've been watching a bunch of those YouTube videos where they take puzzle mat foams and turn them into flip-flops and stuff.
Yeah.
It's been fascinating.
I had a friend that went to Africa, and he got flip-flops made out of an old tire.
I've made those before. No, I haven't made those. I've repaired those. We had a bunch of them at Decades.
Okay.
So they were a craft in the 70s where they would take the tread from the tires and then they put the leather on top of them with the straps.
Okay.
And we used those for Roman soldier sandals all the time because they were crafted leather sandals with who cares if they were rubber on the bottom?
No.
It looked right.
Yeah, they'll last forever.
They lasted rentals. We used and abused, and the more they got used, the better they looked. And so part of me has been wanting to cut up a tire and do some armor. Tire armor.
I would love to. The issue I ran into is at this
metal?
point in time is hard, not to get steel belted tires anymore.
Well, the thing is
I'm sure we can. I'm sure I didn't look right, but
my dad is a mechanic, and I
there you
have
are.
access to too many tires. So part of me sitting there
Okay.
looking at that stack at my dad's farm. We call it his car farm.
Oh, there you go.
Going.
Now, if you can just peel the tread off of the layer that has all
the metal pieces.
the metal pieces, the steel belting, then yeah.
Yeah.
But you know where Kevin was, the guy just sharpened a knife, took a tire, because it didn't have steel belting and it was just straight rubber.
Yeah, you
And-
have to really
and
sand
apparently
down the edges if you have
Those
a
guys
steel.
just looked at Kevin's foot and went, all right, and cut it out, and cut out the thing, and hand it to him, and it fit perfect.
Yeah, no,
It's
like
what-
if you were patterning day on day out, you can look at people and start to do that.
I bet.
I just did a pattern this week where I looked at my friend and I was like, it's your shoulder to shoulder is very narrow in comparison to everything else. That's why you're always having fit issues. And so I did the pattern without her trying it on. I just did the numbers. And then when she slipped it on, and she's like, I've never had something fit me so well. Because it's like the shoulders fit.
Right.
Like everything fit the way it was supposed to. Like.
Okay.
And when you can pattern and you see these things, you can visualize it.
Yeah.
But I visualize in inches, not centimeters.
That's fine.
I could not tell you what it was. Like I couldn't, but I could. Oh, here we go. You know?
As long as everyone agrees that whatever unit is an equal unit to whatever else, it really doesn't matter what system
It just needs to be
It just needs to be an agreed upon system. It just happens to be that metric is a far more easier one to use.
Oh, definitely for math reasons.
Yeah, for math reasons. For calculator and computer reasons, yeah.
Yeah. But I've always had like the references. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
I get it. I 100% get it. And I don't mind doing the conversions, but in my head, it's all in inches.
Oh, that's fine. Me too.
I know. We're in the worldwide audience where we are in the minority.
Oh, in a big way.
Yep. And I accept my flaws.
Thanks, Reagan. I'm old enough. I remember when
It was voted upon.
effectively, I was young enough that I don't remember it necessarily being voted upon, but I remember in grade school them starting to teach the metric system and having things to show how it worked, and like after there was like Schoolhouse Rock and those little animated things that happened afterwards, and then all of a sudden they disappeared about 82. Just
Well, I
didn't
learned
see
them
them
all.
anymore. Yeah, I learned them all.
I
but-
learned them all in school.
Yeah.
We used them all, and we used metric and science class.
Oh yeah.
But when I went to college, it was all in inches.
Yep.
And Yelenia at my job, she is used to using centimeters. And I'm like, we can use centimeters. I don't mind. And she's like, no, I want to match what we're doing here. So she does it in inches so that
Okay.
we're all on the same page.
Okay.
Because we start to make up formulas all the time. Like,
Right.
It's this circumference minus 3 plus this for this one particular.
They've had Mars probe issues with centimeters versus inches, so
See, the
I can see
conversion
there being a
rates.
problem even with just wedding dresses. Yeah.
Yeah, so units.
Yes, Pottermore is the site. Okay, thank you, Stephen. I will now start spamming because I think you said my name 20 times, Moon Eyes 2K, and I'm not here to monopolize Moon Eyes 2K. So, okay, sorry, all in chat from Moon Eyes 2K.
Well, thank you for being here and thank you for talking because it gives
Yeah.
us something to.
Absolutely. And was there a point in time, Moon Eyes, that I misgendered you and that was, and I hurt your feelings? So, I hope not. Let me know. Leah Jones, their cat, has a cone of shame from eating foam. Oh, man. So, okay, right now we got Princess Jellybean. Previously, we had a different princess dog. And Prudence, Gracie, Princess Prudent Grace, Gracie. Yeah, dogs being dogs, right? Has her chew stick, chewing on her chew stick, sticks to the loose woven blanket, so it's chewing on the chew stick, and it starts pulling one of the threads because it's stuck, and she just kept eating. And just kept, and like the entire length of the string, she managed to just, there was a...
That sounds terrible.
Oh, it is terrible.
Like my guts are getting
Exactly.
all curled up thinking about
I'm sorry. An X-ray of this little dog, right, of her guts, and it's just string, it's like, what the hell? Yeah, so she got a zipper. No, she got one surgery. I have another friend whose pit bull just constantly eats rocks, and the vet says we just need to install a zipper. But yeah, so poor little Gracie got to have surgery to have the string removed, and she was fine. But still, it's like, oh, dog.
Yeah. Toby's very well trained. He knows when I'm working on projects.
Okay.
He wants to sit on my fabric, especially when I have it laid out on the floor.
Right.
But he knows better not to, like, he knows off my fabric when it's sprawled out on the floor. He wants it. But
Right.
he'll sit there next to me watching the whole time while I'm working, just not doing anything. But he knows as soon as my project's all cut out, I usually take the scraps and braid them up into a dog toy.
Oh,
Like
okay.
I knot the end, braid it,
Right.
knot the end, and give him a scrap toy. And he knows it. Like,
This is coming.
Yes.
I get to shred the thing.
yes,
Yeah.
because he knows not to touch my fabric. He knows this is mine. Don't touch
Right.
that. But he also really loves the pulling of the fabric and it just tearing.
Yep.
It's his like favorite thing in the world. So he knows. He gets excited, and then it's his toy because
Right.
he will shred up most toys, but he doesn't tend to shred up his fabric toys. They're his.
The ones you make him. Mom made this for me.
But yeah, but nothing stringy for sure.
Yeah.
Like safe fabrics, because I'm nervous about that because I don't want it to get into his.
Right.
So like usually I'll do it with the knits because they're extra stretchy where the wovens they tear and then have all the strings, and I'm like,
Okay.
that doesn't sound delicious.
No.
So we got to get foam mounted.
Oh wow. Cat gets the stitches out today. Well, happy stitches out day, Mr.
Right.
Cat or little cat.
No more cone of shame.
Ah, okay. Yes, 2 weeks ago, Moon Eyes says. Wasn't hurt. Just noted that. Yeah. No. He him as the saying goes. So Moon Eyes is a he him. I need to remember that. For
No
whatever
worries.
reason, I got it in my head. It was different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think it's funny. Everybody has weird usernames, and I feel like I'm just calling people by their gamer tags. So it's like, I don't know what these people really are. I just
Honestly,
assume they're all 12-year-old middle school students.
That's not incorrect. Not entirely
Well, that was
incorrect.
Smosh's demographic. So in my head, all the people I'm not seeing that are watching this
Uh-huh.
are little 12-year-olds, even though I know better.
I'm sure even those who are not little 12-year-olds are still going to be okay with being categorized as such. And no, that's definitely not yeah. And the gamer tag thing has always been way easier for me to remember. It's like, oh, you're Orc Smasher. I can remember that. What's your name? Jeff. Oh, hey, Orc.
It is more entertaining.
You're Master Dragon Breath. Gotcha. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you like to trade sides so you're next to the warmer, noisier heater?
Okay.
Well, you let me know.
No worries. I don't mind either way.
And we can... There's a little bit of duct tape coffee left.
Right. I'm going to go
And I'll go get the machine that I complain about. We do have about 7 minutes before we go live to
Okay.
everybody.
to everybody.
Everybody. But, oh yeah, those are little tiny guys.
But those ones, yeah.
Yep.
So the bag's the ones that have been cut out. These ones are the ones that haven't been
That
cut
haven't
out.
been cut out.
And
Okay.
there are still a bunch of circles.
There's still a ton
Still.
of circles, yes. I
Yeah.
will do my best to...
Get through these last bit of circles.
Right.
Because
Circle cutting party. We'll sit down and watch the Tremors quadrilogy because, there's no point watching Fast 4.
yeah. And then I think all of these pieces are just a bunch of strips.
There's a lot of strips in there except
Yeah.
for the one big back piece.
Because this is a strip. This
Yep,
is a strip.
72 centimeters long.
This is a belt. The belt, which
Yeah.
I consider strips because they're straps.
The strips.
This is a lengthened strap.
Yep, 73 centimeters. This one goes for an additional
Two
48.
flat. Bottom edges of rectangles. Oh, look it, we got the ladder. We never actually cut that one out yet,
No.
but it's piece 50. We're not there yet.
Right.
Yeah. So
Yep.
some squares.
Some shorter things.
Some more straps. Some more straps. Wait, what's that? Those
That's
are
a strap.
circles.
Strap with holes you put in it.
Okay.
So it's cut one strap in 2mm foam, not with holes, and then drill 10. I don't know. Maybe it's both. Maybe there's one at 6mm, which would be the shorter one, and one at 2mm, which would be the longer one. Maybe we should watch the video.
Well, the thing is there's a lot of cutting. He cuts out all of his pieces, and then he starts to go through piece by piece, putting them together in sections, kind of a thing. So it makes a lot of sense.
It does.
And just trying to cut out all the pieces is a little tricky.
Right.
When there's special needs for special pieces.
Special needs pieces.
I have special needs pieces, okay?
Yes, we do.
Cut one strip from 2mm foam not with holes. Filter top wrap and hole gauge. Drill 10mm 3/8 inch holes. Yeah. So.
Got those.
We will get to these pieces, but we still have the rest of the circles to get.
Right.
I feel like once we get
Which
this,
I can play with the machine, or I can just start cutting by hand. But I think I kind of want to play with the machine.
I think the machine did a very good exact job by the time you got it down to the right size, especially when there are like 12 of them.
Yes, that's true. When there's more than one, it's really worth doing.
Yeah, because we're double everything, so even if it's cut one, it's cut
true.
two.
It's cut two. All right, let's do the clappered base ring upper, number 38.
Yeah.
Which is 86 units by, give me what I can read.
I don't know. Are these Australian millimeters?
If they are, then there we are.
There we go. Down under. It's more accurate that way.
More accurate this way. This is 79mm, because that goes in half easy.
It could have been 80.
We're using metric because it's easier. All right. Give me that. Give me a pencil. Suppose I need to. Which do I need to cut first?
Moon Eye says,
cut the middle one first.
Not entirely wrong. It's the gamer tag from about 40 years ago. The name of one of my first pen and paper characters. Oh, nice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I'm still technically using my original gamer tag from, I don't want to say how many years ago, but close. You know what I mean?
Right. I am not.
You are not?
I'm not using my gamer tag from Counter-Strike Beta. How long ago was that? That was only like 25 years ago.
Okay, not too bad.
No. Okay, this one's 33. Okay, so I got two here whose inside circle is the same. So I'm tempted
to start with the smaller size and then kind of...
Yeah, if I cut the smaller sizes, so I'm tempted to cut these out so I can mark about where they are in the foam so that I can cut out the centers. Mm-hmm. And then I know I'll have enough space to cut out the other ring.
Yeah, and then also we had some doppelganger size ones where they were the same size that you could have cut out more from.
Yeah.
So I'm just wondering, do we have any that are like this?
Oh, is this 38?
Any other ones that are the same size circles? Here, we can make it so people can see what you're doing. Camera 4.
This is also 33. So this center is 33. This center is 33. Already got that. I can visually see this one's bigger, but is the booster top the same as? Yes, actually it is.
Train.
Which is effectively 50, is 51. Yeah. 29.
Now that we're cutting out all of these pieces, and they are nicely labeled.
Right. I've been trying to label them over there.
No, I know. But when it comes to actually putting together the puzzle.
Yep.
Are we screwing ourselves over by pre-cutting out all these pieces and shoving them in a bag?
As long as each piece is individually marked. Not entirely. Because we're spreading the build out enough that we can't just make neat piles on the table and leave it till we need it, which would be ideal. We need to pack it up and put it away, so it's kind of a necessary evil, I think.
Yeah, so I was just curious, but I think we're keeping them in plastic bags, and we're just gonna see how awful we do this, you know?
Right.
Yeah. They are all numbered, so that does make it easier.
It does make it easier.
Since, what's the difference between size 44 and 43? Like a millimeter.
A whole lot, yeah.
1 millimeter around the whole circumference.
Well, I see 43. I don't see 44 here anymore, but I'm sure it's around.
It would be in the crossed off one.
Yeah, I don't need to dig for it.
Yeah, no. But after we cut out all these pieces, we'll have to go back and make sure we have all.
Keep me here. Do one nice squint thing to try and.
Yeah. Are you using the right color?
Of tool?
Yeah.
Yes, the red one's the new one. The red one is the Cause Tools branded.
Oh, look it!
Yes. Cause Tools.
I think he might be a fan.
Yeah, actually, I think the tools are pretty cool. I like cutting tools. So.
Right?
Surprise!
Make cutting circles easier because those things aren't the easiest.
My scrap foam I just use as a cutting mat to not hurt the blade as much.
Yeah.
It's on the floor.
That's okay. Before you start getting cutting, though, we should probably go live.
Okay, you want to do that? We can do that.
We can do that.
As far as textures go, it's kind of cool.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a very cool texture. Especially, like bend it slightly and make it open up.
Yeah. I was kind of imagining the thing, like when you want to get that rocky texture.
Right.
But it's so circular that it's too symmetrical to be a random.
I'm sorry, I just
No worries.
saw probably the same comment you saw.
We are noon.
We are noon.
And we are public.
Save. Privacy. Public. We have 6 concurrent viewers.
Welcome.
Down here it says 7 concurrent viewers, 5 concurrent viewers. Boy, it's sort of like watching Bitcoin. No, I don't have any Bitcoin. Oh, look at this. They're sharing pictures of Hero Quest on Discord, which is definitely a game I've played a lot of. What am I after? I want the pop-out chat, which is this guy here.
There you go.
Yeah, there we are. So we are now... Yep, we're up to 15. People are starting to pop in, I'm sure.
So, welcome.
Welcome! So, it's noon.
And we're
My
here.
time. And we're here. And we just went live. So for everyone who's just now tuning in, I want to welcome you to the Odin Makes live stream. It's our weekly Monday live stream. For the year of 2022, we've gone back to Mondays, just in case you weren't aware that for us and our placement on the planet, it's still Monday.
Yeah.
It isn't for everybody. Hi, I'm Odin.
Hi, I'm Felicia.
And today we're going to continue cutting up bits and pieces for the Proton Pack build using the pattern as developed by Chris over on the Lost Wax Oz channel. It's going to be lots of cutting still, lots of talking still. Yeah. We're trying to get through it, but we're also not just powering through it just for the sake of getting it done. We're trying to enjoy the build and enjoy our time with you.
Yeah.
Spending time talking to you.
So first we have to cut out the puzzle pieces before we can start putting the puzzle together.
Right. And as you were joking with the patrons earlier, during the private portion of the live stream, yeah, it's a 500-piece puzzle that we get to cut out, and then we can put it together.
At least we don't have to pattern.
No, we don't have to
Thank
pattern.
you.
Thank you,
What
Chris.
was Chris. I was like, what was his name again? Chris.
Chris.
That's what I
Thank you,
thought.
Chris, for patterning it for us.
Yes.
Something else I mentioned, and you'll have to scroll up in the comments. I think you can do that. If not, hopefully one of my patrons can copy and paste it. I'm going to be on a podcast tonight. This will be a live podcast. Distance Nerding. I probably should know the name of the podcast I'm on, and unfortunately I don't. But, I know when I need to show up, and I just have to talk for 2 more hours tonight. So that'll be happening. And that's going to be 6 o'clock my time. I'm in California Pacific time, so please adjust for your placement on this rock in space. And as Jerry was pointing out, that makes it 3 a.m. for my Irish friends. I'm sorry, guys. But I'm sure it'll live on. It's going to be live when we do it, but I'm sure it'll live on for being able to watch after the fact.
Yeah, these ones are, so.
Yeah, these ones are.
Hello,
So-
future people.
Yes. Hello, future people. Hello, and thank you, future people.
Yes, welcome.
Welcome. Welcome to ZomboCon. Everything is possible at ZomboCon. I can't believe that site is still up.
What is that site?
That's all it is. It's an early internet site that somebody got, zombo.com, and you've got this fantastic velvet voice guy just welcome to ZomboCon. The infinite is possible at Zombo, and that's all it is. And
Okay.
it's a white background and it says ZomboCom, and that's it. It doesn't do anything else. And that website's 90s 90s internet.
Still
Yep.
going strong?
As far as I know.
Cool.
I don't know if Hamster Dance is, but that one is. So, what all did everybody who's watching the public stream miss out with the private live stream that we did earlier? Private live stream? Felicia, what's a private live stream?
Well, that's for your Patreon members?
Yes.
Yeah.
The first portion of every live stream every Monday is done as a unlisted stream, so I can share the link with the members of my Patreon on the Discord as well as just on Patreon.com. So every member of my Patreon has the ability to see the live stream early, and be able to jump into the chat and talk to us early. And whenever I get my videos put together back on schedule, sometimes my videos are posted early for people to chat with. So if you want to get in at a time when there's only a dozen or so other viewers and actually have a much easier time with your voice being heard, please check out patreon.com/Odin Makes and check out how to become a member of my Patreon and get a hold of seeing stuff early.
Yes.
But we were talking about something. I got distracted. We were talking about tea. We were talking about dogs. We were talking about what we were talking about.
What we were talking about before we let people into the private.
Yeah. Because there's a point that I went into sales mode. Now I totally forgot what my point was.
What did we do before we let people in?
Yeah.
What did we get accomplished? Absolutely nothing today, but
Absolutely nothing today.
we're trying.
Glitter blink.
You got a text from James from Rebel Base Build.
Oh, nice. I got a text from James. Okay.
Or something on your phone.
Yeah, it was probably. I think it was Discord. If I saw the.
That popped up
Call
correctly.
that. There's the thumbnail. There's the icon.
Okay.
Yeah.
I am going to put these back in the paper box so that we
Okay.
don't. We got the circles out, right?
I got the circles out. Yes. Now, if you want to cut any of the little squares,
These other
or anything,
pieces?
you are welcome to. And if you don't want to, you don't have to.
I'm gonna hold off just because these all have special instructions, and I'm gonna wait.
Okay.
You
Fair
know what I
enough.
mean?
Right.
We-
Much nicer. I was thinking because I'm not firing at all thrusters today, but.
No, these are like I could do that one.
You don't have to do any.
No, I know. I'm just kind of looking at what pieces we still have coming up,
There's a few.
right? I feel like once we get this piece, it'll actually like start to feel like a proton pack. But before this piece gets on there, it's just a lot of
Right.
bits and bobs.
That's a lot, and Proton Pack has a lot of bits and bobs.
And those are the fun things about the proton pack.
It
But
is.
once you get the main body built, you have some foundation, so it looks like you're actually accomplishing things.
47. We lost.
Oh
We
no!
can't possibly lose 47.
We need the tube flap.
We do need the tube flap.
Tube flap's important. Yes. We are trying to be organized, slowly but surely.
It's painful.
Okay, what are people saying? Shady-O, so I just woke up. Well, good
Oh.
morning. CMDR Darklight says, hey guys. Hey.
Hello, Commander Darklight. Hello, Shady.
And then Ollie sorry, I can't read his name because the chat just moved.
Oh.
Kamsheh, sorry about butchering your name. I recently did my first ever EVA foam project. You really inspired me to do it, Odin.
Sweet.
It was harder than I thought, though. Yes.
Sorry?
Yes, it's easier, but yes, it does have its... You have to smoosh a lot. There's lots of smooshing.
Right. Well, like with any material, you're learning how to manipulate the material.
There's a learning curve just getting going, but yes, it's worth it.
Yeah. I appreciate that the cost of entry is fairly low for what you get out of it.
Right, and as you get more and more confident, you can invest more and more in better materials.
Yeah.
And then you like notice like, oh my gosh, this makes it so much better, you know? I could have totally done that with cardboard.
Yeah. No, a lot of the stuff we can totally do with cardboard, but at this point, I'm not used to working with cardboard, so I'd be starting over from scratch. Like, no, I wanted to do the thing. Oh yeah, it doesn't do that.
Yeah, I'm still in very much mixed mediums, so.
And a lot of the really good cardboard builders I've seen still end up putting like autobody filler on it. You know, a lot of Bondo and other filler in order to get it to be round and look.
Yeah.
Which is like, all right, yeah, you're building with cardboard, but then you're covering it with
Foam.
Yeah. Well, it's not foam. It's covering it with.
Yeah, but.
Which there's nothing wrong with that. It sounds like I'm bad mouthing it. It's just it's you know it's a fine base.
Yes.
Just seemed like it's.
So we got a super chat from Shady O.
Oh.
He said, tried too much Minecraft last night.
Yep.
Tired. Sorry, tired, not tried. Tired. Too much Minecraft last night.
Both. Yep.
Blaze Elms says, hey, at Odin Makes, please can you make the enchanted web shooter from Spider-Man No Way Home?
Oh, right, the enchanted web shooter. The one that, yeah.
Strict Aphid says, I'm late. Well,
Hello,
welcome.
Strict.
And Death Dragon says, hi. Hi, Death Dragon.
Death or deaf?
Death.
I can't read it from here.
D-E-A-T-H.
Oh, death. Okay.
Death Dragon, yeah. Death Dragon. And B. Weckworth says hi.
Hello, B. Weckworth.
Weckworth. Hopefully I didn't mispronounce it too badly. But
Horribly, no.
horribly. Yes. And then Stop Motion Smiley's asking if you can make something from Fallenisms? D? I'm sorry if I mispronounced that.
Yeah, I don't know that one either. I do not know this one.
So,
Which is not a huge shock. I don't know everything, but I don't know that one.
yes. And then we got Brian Katarin says hi.
Brian Katarn?
Katarin, yeah. And B. Weckworth is laughing at the pronunciation of his name. So
Oh,
there's
good.
that. I'm glad we amusingly screwed it up.
As long as it's amusing, yes.
Yeah.
So Katarn, I don't know which. I just immediately go Katarn, which was the protagonist from the Dark Forces video game from way long time ago. One of my favorite Star Wars first-person shooter games. Of course, it's made for a 386 computer, right, or for a pre-Pentium computer. So it's got less pixels than a Game Boy. it's I don't know how to put it. It does not have a high resolution, but that's where we get the Dark Troopers from that are currently in the Mandalorian. So that's fun.
Okay. Death Dragon says, how about if you made Zensu sword from Demon Slayers? Zensus? Sorry if I butchered.
Yeah, it's fine. Certainly can.
Is that an E eventually, or is it on the list?
That one's rough. Demon Slayer is a fantastic show. Demon Slayer's got some great art. It's a really good show. And every character has their own sword. Effectively, they're all katanas, a slightly different color. And what makes them different are is that called the obi? It's the crossguard piece.
Obi's the thing that goes around the waist of
right,
the
but
thing.
it gets reused a few
in
times.
multiple
Obi
names?
is also the name
Okay.
of the paper wrap that goes around records.
Interesting.
And
I wonder if it means wrap then. Anyways.
it could.
Yeah.
But that's the only part that's really different. other than the color.
Interesting.
So yeah, I could make it, but it would look an awful lot like the one I just made. Like
Is that
an awful
the one
lot
with
like the one I
the
just
guy
made.
with his little sister that turned into the demon?
Yes.
Okay, then I just started watching that this
Yeah,
week.
it is a good. It takes a couple of episodes to get going, but
yeah, I'm a few episodes in, and I didn't look at what the name of it was. It was just on the TV, so I sat down watching it. I'm like, oh wait, I think I know that one.
Yeah, he's wearing the green and black checkered.
Has the earrings?
Yes.
Okay.
The long hanging earrings that look like kind of like the Rising Sun, but not.
Because one of my first comments is like, oh my gosh, I could not fight in earrings, and I know that's a weird thing. Like the whole outfits are completely like appropriate of what people would have been normally like actually wearing in real life.
Right. Yeah.
But I got hung up on earrings because I can't keep studs in my head while sleeping on a pillow. It bothers me, so I can't imagine having dangly earrings and sword fighting. Like, just, I know he doesn't have long hair, but that was one of those things, like, I couldn't do it, so how can somebody who's talented in the TV show do it, you know,
because he's drawn that way.
No, but that was, like, the thing that bothered me was the earrings of all things.
No, it's fine. We repaired a few of those earrings in SAC Anime, if you remember. Because a couple of them came up, I need this fixed because the laminated paper, whatever they had, because the lamination, the glue doesn't stick, so they popped off.
In reality, those, unless it has some weight to it, those will blow around and just get tangled. So I imagine his has a little bit of weight to him.
I imagine.
In my head. Because otherwise, if they're paper, that's just tangling.
Right. So
as somebody who's worn paper earrings.
So your headcanon is that they're made from some sort of material.
Ivory in my head, maybe. Some kind of like a bone, possibly, so it has some weight to it, white, about that size. Yeah. In my head. In headcanon. Because that makes no sense.
Oh,
there we go.
Headcanon can be fun.
I can't pronounce that word, and I remember them saying it on the show, so I don't want to mispronounce it. But yeah, the earrings.
I like how I look over there as if I can even see it. By the way, everyone, I'm nearsighted.
Yeah. Strict Aphid, you should make the Master Sword.
Yeah.
Didn't we have the Master Sword at Smosh?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
And partly the ease of getting a hold of a Master Sword
makes it not
a high priority for me.
Exactly. I know what you mean.
Yeah.
I know exactly what you mean.
I mean, I totally can. And Strict Aphid made one and did a great job doing it. Go check out Strict Aphid's channel for an excellent Master Sword tutorial. I think Chris did on Lost Wax Oz, so there's no reason for why I shouldn't. But my headcanon, that one's so easy to get a hold of.
I was like, did I end up with that one? I did not. Because that one is, like, we didn't put that. Because I ended up with most of the swords from Smosh. But that sword specifically, I never gave to you. I wouldn't let it go to props. I kept it with the costume.
Yeah, and I had one at home, but that belonged to one of my boys.
Yeah, it wasn't Smosh's,
Yeah, it wasn't Smosh's.
Yeah,
that's what made me stop and think. It's like, is that one? No, that wasn't where that came from.
Because, you know, the whole overlap. What's a prop? What's a costume?
Right.
Normally, I had no problem passing over props over into things, but certain costumes, I think Link was one of those ones where let me just keep all the pieces together.
Yeah.
I need all of them together. They go in the bag, get zipped up. There's a list, everything that should be in it.
I'm cool with it.
Yeah.
I had Ian as Batman as the opening image on the toilet.
I loved it. So much fun. I used to
2mm foam.
Good thing you checked that.
6.
So not this one?
No, this one. That's okay.
Yeah. Another request, Sage Spiritos says, make fists/kingpins cufflinks. I love that idea.
Yeah.
Cufflinks are a little tiny for you, but
they are, but that's not
impossible.
It's not impossible. I probably wouldn't do that out of foam.
Yeah. I made the Simpsons cufflinks. Those were fun.
How is Fisk's cufflinks special? Because I don't remember them making a big deal. It was a long time since I watched the Netflix show, and obviously you didn't see him. I don't think you saw them in Hawkeye. You might have. You saw him pinch your cheek. I don't remember Fisk's cufflinks.
That's something I'd have to Google. Yeah. There's definitely things that you can make off the top of your head because
Yes.
you're getting the spirit of the thing.
Oh, yeah.
And then there's the things that you're doing like, no, I have to have a reference image because it needs to be precise because once we start going down the road.
Right.
Yeah.
And of all things, I think I talked about this a long time ago. So I did a streaming show called The Prime Directive way back in the day. This was like a sitcom version of Star Trek. It was late 90s live streaming on the internet. You know, some of the humor would be completely inappropriate at this point in time because it was 20 years ago.
Yeah.
But I was doing all the props and costumes for that, making a bunch of Starfleet uniforms. This is all old school Star Trek. I found that I enjoyed making the sets, making the props as best as I remembered them, as opposed to digging at all the technical manuals. And that it fit the show better.
No, I was noticing, I was doing.
Yeah.
You know what project I've been working on lately,
Yes.
but Star Trek also, and I was looking at the way they were patterning stuff and the way I was thinking it in my head. Then I went to the manuals and went, the manuals don't seem right. And then I looked
Yep.
at the show, and the show was more in my head than what the manuals were saying.
Yep.
And then it's like, well, part of me is like questioning myself, like, am I,
Am I doing this right?
is
Yep.
this right? Because this is how I remember it, but this is what it say, and other people see it this way, and
Yep.
I was, yeah.
Starfleet uniforms are all over the place.
Oh, totally. So.
Totally.
Yeah.
In fact, I'm currently working on a Star Wars character for this week's video with Sean Cash.
Yeah.
And YouTube channel trying to finish something. And let's see. It's great because the basic uniform, background for the uniform, oh, you can't even see in this picture.
No.
Bummer that you can't quite see it. It's gonna be so hard for me to fumble through. Anyway, it's the Pike Guard. These are the guards that are coming along and causing an issue for Boba Fett. But with this guy, he's the ones that stand in front of the door of the main guard because they have the most interesting helmets out of all the Pike helmets that I've seen. The yoke across the top looks like a Deep Space Nine uniform. I mean, it looks dead on like a Deep Space Nine uniform to me. So, fun.
Yeah.
They don't really look like the Breen because the Breen looks like Boosh. They don't look like, but everything kind of looks like everything else.
Right. They're all inspired.
They're all inspired by it. I'm trying to find 2mm foam. That's why I'm wandering around.
Yeah. Can't run out of foam. Then we'll have to stop. Or we can start gluing things together, but
Yeah.
still. So we have 7 Polo saying, good old politically incorrect 90s humor.
Yep.
Yes. Wait, I'm learning to heal, says Nanu, aka King Shark, like a wall hanger head or even maybe wearable. I think that's a request.
Wait a minute.
Nanu, aka King Shark.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Okay, not only would Nano be a really awesome, fun cosplay for me to wear, that should be the shark guy from the Suicide Squad. Yeah, friends! But, Sylvester Stallone did the voice. I don't want to do a taxidermied head of that guy's taxidermied head of that character. I don't want to be cutting his head off. It's like, yeah, but no.
We got Victor Modenu. Sorry about butchering your name again. Says, greetings from Ukraine.
Oh,
Greetings
sweet.
in Ukraine.
Greetings.
And Rotten Tomato says, okay.
Okay.
I probably missed their earlier thing, but okay. Par says, hello, Odin and Felicia. Greetings from Sweden. How are you?
Huh.
Did I miss anything? Had to finish homework for vocational school before getting on the stream. Well,
Good for you.
yes, homework's important.
Good for you for having self-discipline.
Yeah, it's important.
It is very important. We just talked about stuff. We're cutting out circles.
We are still cutting out all our pieces so that we can start gluing them together. We probably will not get through the pieces. We are in I think we're going to get the 40s today. Because
Yeah, we'll certainly get to the 40s. Get
Yeah.
Get into the 40s today.
Yeah, we got into the 30s last week. pattern piece numbers, and I think we're in the 40s because these are 39, 40, 41.
Yeah.
So, and then once we're in the 50s, that's kind of the home plate. So I think next week
Right.
we probably are going to be on our last few pieces to cut. That's my prediction. We'll see. But you didn't miss anything. We're still cutting out pieces because, you know, there's a lot of work.
There's a lot.
We are not hiding any of the busy work.
No, I don't touch this. I haven't even watched the video. I don't touch this at all in between live streams.
So you guys get us making this literally live in front of you. We are not baking this cake at home.
Nope.
You know, like a cooking show. And a proton pack. No. You get to see all the ugly, all our mistakes. How we do it. But yeah, you didn't miss anything.
We didn't talk about pets a lot in the pre-stream.
We did. Blaze Elm says, "Hey, at Odin Makes, please can you make another Lego piece like the Stud Blaster or any other classic piece?"
I will be making another Lego piece probably fairly soon. One of the things I really need to do is, that's Ascendant. I need to alternate between complicated kind of fun builds and Lego builds. Even if the Lego builds don't come out, I'm still laying tracks in front of the oncoming train, and I'm not getting out of that. And I need to do simpler projects. Even though I'm talking about, hey, let's make a gravity hammer. Okay, that's not a simple project.
But you need some simple projects to
Yeah.
keep going so that you don't run out of steam and the streams
Yeah.
can continue.
And the streams can continue, and the
Yeah.
videos can continue. So we're making the pike face, which isn't so bad.
It's a
should have been-
helmet.
It's a helmet. I should have been more on task than I have been over the weekend.
Tisk tisk.
Task.
I don't judge.
No.
You do you.
But yeah, no, I need to do, because I can do a Lego piece in a day. At least I have in the past, and so I just need to do that again.
What pieces would you do?
I definitely want to do more classic space pieces. The Stud Blaster doesn't sound like a bad idea. I'm enjoying building the classic space parts, so
You might just continue that theme.
I want to continue those. One of the ones I was looking at is there's the what became the
Spaceship?
loud space
Spaceship?
spaceship. We're gonna build.
Are we gonna build a spaceship?
LL928, but the size will be the size of a car, and
Life-size Lego build spaceship.
if you want a life-size Lego build spaceship, make sure to check out patreon.com/Odin Makes and donate to the Build a Damn Spaceship Fund. And what I'm looking at doing is the loudspeaker, which came out towards the end of Classic Space. It's still it was what the first blasters were in the '90s for the Star Wars figures, and it looks like a bullhorn.
Okay.
Basically,
Yeah.
that's one of the ones I'm looking at. I do like the metal detector piece. I do like the giant camera piece, and I had actually posted on Discord. There's multi-piece builds of like minifig robots that I like. A lot of people are asking for the helmet and the backpack and the tanks, which would be
they can
cool.
play dress up.
Right. I have an issue with cosplaying as a Lego minifig, and it's a similar issue that a lot of Gunpla builders have with cosplaying Gunpla, and that is
The scale.
minifigs are humanoid, but they're not human scale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I've done the research on how to make different.
Yeah.
I was considering using cheese puff containers to make the head, different
Right.
circular.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no, I know exactly what you're talking about.
I'm sure you
I've
do.
researched a lot of those issues, and I can see where you get the hiccups.
Yep.
Makes complete sense, but-
So everyone's saying, I got to build the classic space helmet with a cracked visor. It's like, okay, well... the
Is it going to fit your head, or is it going to fit a Lego head?
Right. Well, at this point, I would try and build it faithful to a Lego piece, which even that may not turn out as well as I want it to. But then at the same time, while the crack piece is great for Benny and is historically accurate because the original helmets broke really easily, I don't necessarily want to build a broken one.
You don't want a broken one? You want yours to be in mint condition?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I remember I called them thin chin. I remember the very first Lego helmet had a little tiny strap on the bottom that broke real easy. And then they made it bigger. Basically, they carved more space out of the mold. So they made a more reinforced chin. And that's the helmet they stuck with until they got the newer motorcycle style helmet that they wear now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't do a broken one.
I don't want to do
And
a
you'd
broken
have to
one.
kind of have a plan for things you could physically wear before the head.
Right.
The helmet and backpack come into play.
That's also why I like the idea of doing like the standalone robot.
Yeah.
Plus the scale that I've picked, they're only going to be about a meter tall, at most. They might even be shorter than that. So, it wouldn't be, because if I was to build the minifig parts to the same scale that I'm building the pieces, they're probably only going to be about that tall.
So you can make little people for Christmas decorations.
They actually be the right size for Among Us, because they're, according to the game, they're 3 feet tall. But,
So a children's Halloween costume?
Yeah. Now, to build a fully standalone statue figure, that could be cool. But that's not a single week build.
A giant Lego set! Giant Lego sets. No. Okay.
So if you want to see the giant Lego set build, definitely check out patreon.com/Odin Makes and give today to the Build a Damn Giant Lego Set Fund, which isn't even there, but
Yeah. Okay, we got a lot of requests since I looked over here.
Well, we have been talking.
Well, yeah, no.
It's a live stream. We're supposed to talk.
I know. Nom nom points at Bruno. LOL.
Yep, that's Shark King. Num nums.
Blaze Elm says, "Can you make an R2D2?"
Okay, R2D2 would be awesome. That's another one of those.
Dream projects.
Dream projects is a good one to put it. Intimidating projects is another one, because R2D2 is he's got a lot going on for what is effectively a simple object.
Oh yeah, no, they had the figures over at a theater we filmed at once, and they had a real size R2D2. I got pictures next to. It's intricate as well.
Yes, it is intricate as
Yeah.
fire truck. That is one where I would actually rather just join one of the R2 builders clubs and just get the parts and just
go
build
through,
the project. As
do a
opposed
kit.
Do a kit.
Follow the kit and the prison. Yeah.
Yeah, because on top of everything else, R2's cool.
I don't want to screw it up. I want the real one that
Yeah.
beeps and boops at me. Yeah. Didn't James at Rebel Base build
Yeah,
make
he
it
did.
the legs?
I
saw that on his Instagram.
He's building his own R2.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's not doing the Builders Club thing. He's 3D modeling and creating his own R2 from scratch
So.
and doing a heck of a job. There's a lot of guys that have, and I'm sure I could, but I'd rather just, be a member of the club and build my R2
Show
unit.
up
And
yeah. Yeah.
it was awesome at Stockton Con. There was a couple of R2s cruising around. Yeah. There's actually a couple of them showed up to SAC Academy as well, but they had custom colors. The one at Stockton Con was full on R2. And
If you go through all that work, I don't want the custom one. I want the.
Right.
Even though you go through all that work, you can have the custom one,
Right.
and then it's yours.
I wouldn't be opposed to an Imperial R2 unit, but it'd be really hard not to just
But R2.
I've got the Dagobah R2 that's spitting mud out the front,
I want the unit that they're like, we should just throw this away. No, I want this one in my. Yeah. Sure, we can't get you a better one. No.
No. Right.
No.
Exactly. No. Me and
No.
this unit's been through a lot.
I want that one. The one. Yeah.
Yeah. There was another droid actually went through the effort to scratch build as a action figure with the original, not the original, but the re-released Power of the Force lines, the ones that were sculpted like superhero gorillas. Anyway, the character's CZ3, which sounds great. It's like sleazy, but
Yeah.
it's a white protocol droid, and you only ever see him walking around in Mos Eisley in the background when they're talking about having to sell Luke's speeder. Other than that, he is the costume is in pieces in the Jawa Sandcrawler. It's in pieces in Cloud City with the Ugonauts, and it's in pieces in the background of Jabba's droid palace, droid torture room. Yeah,
It was in the prop box.
it was in the prop box, and he was
And it got
set on a
used.
set constantly. But that's one that actually I don't know. I kind of like that guy. He looks like an
I like
earlier
that
version of
upside down
3PO.
garbage can that
Oh.
gets his feet squished.
Yeah, the power droids are great. The gonk droids.
Yeah.
Okay, so I got 3 of each cut out for that size, so now I can move on to.
Bernie Davis, ever thought about buying a few Hasbro Proton blasters and modding them to use for your packs? Nah.
No. Actually, okay. No is still the appropriate thing. I said actually, which makes
That
it
was
sound
my
like I was
answer,
going to say
so-
no, but no, totally.
Yeah.
If I was to buy those, I don't know how much I'd mod them. I would just have them for what they are because they're really high quality. The He actually
I might
comes in.
copy it.
Right. Chris from Lost Wax is currently working on a neutrino wand. By the time we get this done,
We might have instructions.
He will have his neutrino wand ready. Yeah, which would be great. So you know what's going to happen? I'm going to build his damn neutrino wand.
Or we can always like stall until it is done.
Right, we'll just stall. Exactly.
We'll add all the other stuff, bells and whistles, and it'll light up, and then we get to the wand. So.
Everybody from the Odin Makes live stream starts bothering Lost Wax. Where's the neutrino wand?
Matthew Kula says, "Morning, folks."
Morning, Matthew. How's Tuesday?
And Christopher Basil, or Basil, sorry about screwing your name up, says, "Skeleton sword." Skeletons or swords are always fun.
Yeah. I'm trying to think, is there a particular skeleton sword? I can't even remember there being a specific skeleton sword Lego piece, because they kind of... Anyway.
Yeah. There's... I can
skeleton sword.
See what skeleton swords, but I don't know of any specific characters who have them. And then Adam Trubiano says, "Will you make the RTV from Ghostbusters Afterlife?"
Probably not. Probably not. And there's nothing against that, but that gets into technical things that I don't have, and so there'd be a big learning curve in getting the, if I understand correctly, the remote controlled ghost trap to actually work. I would have interest in building a ghost trap, but I don't know about modding a remote controlled truck into a ghost trap. It's like,
it's a little bit more than
that is way outside my comfort zone. And you know, if we're doing that, we can always just make the remote control trucks they used in Tremors in the sequels to get the graboids.
Then you'd be doing your Tremors prop. We got Oscorp's Industry, Oscorp's Industry. "I'm finally here, LOL." Well, welcome, Oscorp.
Hello, yay! Oscorp is here.
Anomaly, can you please make a king? Jeez Louise.
A King Jeez Louise.
I'm not gonna be able to say that.
Okay, let me. Too uncommon.
Ghidorah.
King Ghidorah.
Ghidorah.
Yeah, that's the three-headed golden dragon.
King Ghidorah suit. Odin. No.
King Ghidorah would be kind of pretty cool, but that is one of those seriously non-human cosplays. I mean, it existed as a suit, right? So obviously Toho figured it out, but the heads were marionettes. You know, the operator...
It's a team effort.
The operator could do this with the wings, because Ghidorah doesn't have hands. He's got 3 heads and bitey faces and 2 tails. And, you know, he's a big, fat, stumpy golden dragon. So, you know, that works. But, never want to say no. The one, I think this one's off-centered, that's why I tried doing 3. Oh, yeah, this is the biggest problem with trying to do rings.
Is getting the circles perfectly inside the circles without being oblong.
Right, without being horribly oblong, because even though this has got a guide, it is not...
So
it's got a bit
still
of wiggle.
has some, like...
It's more like guidelines.
You know how, like, a point is, like, one specific spot, but that point has, like...
Yeah, but this point is about 1 meter wide.
It's a millimeter. So you could still be pretty wide on that point, so you being slightly off from the center of that circle... Yeah, it throws the circles off ever so slightly.
So, Ghidorah's cool, but the one Toho build I'm 100% going to commit to this year is the Oxygen Destroyer. So before the end of the calendar year, that's the extent of my promise, we will have an Oxygen Destroyer.
So,
eventually. It's kind of cool. I talked about it in Discord. There was a company that wanted me to do a thing with their product, and I said, "Oh, this would be great! I could use it with Mechagodzilla and do this thing." So I hope that works out, because that could be fun. It's a storage solution, but it could be a really fun way to play with Mechagodzilla. I just hope the sponsors are on board with a
Rotten Tomato.
non-typical.
If they watch your channel, right?
Right, exactly. Seems like a lot of sponsors don't.
This one looks acceptable. This one does not.
Oh yeah, there's definitely a non-acceptable.
So what number is this one?
It should be written on it, 35.
Oh, you wrote the numbers?
I tried.
Okay, I was going to write them
Feel
afterwards.
free to do it again.
Yeah, you cut over your number, so it's not on this piece anymore.
Then 35.
Okay. I see where you wrote it, but it's not visible anymore.
Right.
There we go. Okay. Rotten Tomatoes wants to know, any chance of making the Blades of Athena? Do we need the dots?
I don't know, but I certainly, throw away circles.
Right, I'll just put them to the side.
I'm trying to remember which one. Which one was the Blades of Athena? Is that just Wonder
You
Woman's
made
swords?
her...
This is a little short, but this is acceptable.
It's acceptable?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's like a millimeter off. I made her what?
Sorry, you made Athena's
I made Athena's shield.
shield, that's what you
Yeah.
made. You made something for Athena, but I wasn't remembering. This one's not good.
Yeah, it's no good.
This one's the no good one. That was the off one.
That part's okay, but this part,
We will no longer use it.
you suck.
Wendy Frostberg, how about doing RWBY? Red scythe, please.
It's a 7-foot tall techno scythe. I've been requested to do Ruby scythe for years. That goes back to DIY Prop Shop.
So that's still an eventually?
That is still a possible eventually. My favorite one I've heard about that. Ruby scythe easily hits height limits on a lot of cosplay props for cons. Because a lot of cons only want stuff of a certain height because it just becomes a safety hazard when it's too tall, right? They don't want to get fined for bumping into lights. People done with extendable paint handles so they can go through, check.
And then put it back
And
again.
then when it's time to do a photo shoot, they extend it to full height and then they bring it back down so they can walk around again.
Makes sense to me.
Yeah.
I'm also imagining somebody walking around with like a ladder.
Oh, right, yeah. Whole Three Stooges bonking heads thing. Yep.
Schultz Division says, just add water, shake it, and voila, Proton Pack done.
Yep, pretty much.
Yeah.
Today we'll be using the Instant Proton Pack build.
Yep. Homer's Oddities says, hey y'all, greetings from NJ, I'm assuming New Jersey. I absolutely love each and every project you make. My cosplay craft skills are far from yours, but my hand-sculpted miniatures are slowly but surely getting better.
That is awesome.
Yes. Way to go.
Yeah.
Miniatures and tiny things.
One of the only hand-sculpted, even then it wasn't hand-sculpted, one of the only miniatures I really modified, it was the original Eldar Avatar minifig, right? So it's a Warhammer 40k miniature. The Eldar Avatar was a larger scale miniature. So usually the 28, he was more like 35, 40, he's a little taller. Anyway, he wasn't hard to change into the Predator. And so I made a couple of Predators.
Nice. Roddy Aaron Sparrow, sorry if I messed your name up, says, can you teach us how to do a 90s Ninja Turtle suit, please?
Another not one week build.
Yeah, these things are much more than a week build for sure. Those are like full-on cosplays. Like
Yeah, which not saying no.
not saying no, but they are an intensive build project.
Yeah,
It's not
there's
a
an
little
intensive build project.
one. Yeah. And I've seen them done very well, so like I wouldn't want to do something shitty.
Exactly. It's intimidating because it's like, well,
Yeah.
that's one of those things where you do it right and it looks fantastic, or we got the Ninja Turtles at home.
Yeah. William, wait, I'm learning to heal, says, ooh, Odin, the OG Lego Knights from the 80s, like
Yeah.
breastplate and helm. And
Yeah.
Blaze M says, spaceship!
Spaceship. So you're talking about like, you got the Royal Knights that just had there's the Black Falcons, and then there was the other Royal Knights that just had the lions that were red, and yeah.
Yeah.
And then there's the OG, which may be what he's talking about. That
So
was
basically
a yellow
giant
castle.
Lego sets.
Yeah.
I wonder if your scale works with the diaper white boxes that they had that were the Lego ones.
I don't think so. Maybe.
It'd be interesting. Marius Schoenmaker says the Millennium Falcon.
I have done the Ertl model kit a couple of times.
Could do a paper airplane one of those.
Could do a paper airplane one of those. We could do the Bandai version of one of those. The current Bandai kit that's actually really well done.
Anomaly says we need a Mecha King.
Mecha King Ghidra.
Ghidra.
Or Ghidorah.
Ghidorah.
Depending on how they spell it, it's both,
Yeah.
it's both accurate.
Thank you for helping me.
You're welcome. So King Mecha Ghidra, yeah, that's, because there's the Mecha version. So, yeah. Because, first movie, Godzilla tears one of the heads off and tears Ghidorah up. So the space aliens, which Ghidorah's a space kaiju, turns him into the Terminator. Now it's Cyborg Ghidorah. Oh, yeah? You screw up my monster? So there.
Are you planning? Stephen Deitch wants to know, Odin, are you planning on making any anime props soon?
Yes. My Hero Academia. I'm planning on some My Hero Academia builds coming up soon.
Ooh, so keep an eye out for that. Mario Shoemaker says Rito Revoltos. Sorry, screwing up names. I should not be here. Skeleton Sword from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
That's what
Season
I thought Rito
3.
was. Okay.
Okay.
We need to do another Power Rangers. It's been a little bit.
I'm wearing my pants from the Power Rangers.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, the pink ones. See? The pink pants.
I'm trying to make it bigger, and it actually looks like it ended up being smaller. What the hell?
Yeah, that's a millimeter smaller.
So
You need
Stockton
lances.
Con had the woman who played the golden robot from Power Rangers.
Ooh.
I can't remember. Is CC
With
or
the
whatever?
blue face?
Yeah, with the saucer head.
Wait. Oh, the little robot.
Yeah, the little robot.
Yeah.
Or the one that was like the American character. I don't think that was the original show at all.
The one that...
It was, yeah. It was done as a... You get your wraparound character that you can do your... Sorry. The wraparound characters, you can make your modified stories, editing the original content, but you need to make this character that can say, oh, we need to go over here, so we got a place to... Yeah, exactly.
Bernie
wait.
Davis says if you needed lances for the cyclotron, I recommend mini reflectors. They work fabulously.
Okay.
You have some over there that are stickers.
I do have some over there that are stickers.
I like stickers.
Stickers are very good.
But when you're a grown-up, they're called decals. Love that line.
I have to go look to see if there's a called decals or stickers over there.
If they actually call them decals or if they call them stickers.
Yeah, are they safety decals?
It
or are they
says
safety
reflector strips.
Strips.
Adhesive strips. No. Is it what it is?
Oh, it doesn't say other one anywhere. Yep. It says red and white reflective strips.
It does not mention anything about them being sticky, even though they are.
Well, it says self-adhesive.
Self-adhesive. There we go. No, it doesn't.
It doesn't say self-adhesive?
No, it says red and white 10-piece reflective strips. High visibility, diamond-shaped pattern, reflective, acrylic, and microglass bleeds. It does
Really?
not say anything about its adhesives.
Maybe these aren't adhesive. I thought these were adhesive.
I thought they were too. That's why I thought you got them. Yeah, they're stickers. They're on Max.
Yeah.
They are adhesive, but they don't call them stickers.
They're not calling them stickers. All right.
Nope, they're calling them reflective strips.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Whatever works, guys.
Yeah. But I like that because that definitely will help with the lighting effects.
Right. That's cool. I also wouldn't mind using it because of getting the texture it gets, using lenses. But I actually want to put the microprocessor and put LEDs.
No, I too want LEDs, but I was thinking that behind it, just to emphasize the sparkles, throw out as much light as possible. Like why you put a mirror in front of a window in your house, just to most light as you possibly can get. Yeah. Timmy 77,291 wants to know how much.
I hate it when 7,290 other names that I want to use have been used.
How much was the Mechagodzilla suit trying to make my own? Because you did that piece by piece, so this cost was spread out over.
Exactly. I did it piece by piece, so the cost was spread out. I did it piece by piece, so as I monetized each individual video, it helped to cover the cost of doing the suit.
And also, didn't you have like a special hookup with like the people who make the foam?
At first I did, yeah.
Yeah.
So I had a hookup with HD foam, and for a while I got a lot of free HD foam. And at the moment I can still get free What the Foam. I haven't asked for in a little while, but I'm sure Skylar's not going to say no. I say that. I didn't do a cost analysis. I don't know.
I would assume about $40 worth of foam per piece.
Sure, per video? Yeah, that sounds good.
Well, that's about the average for your helmet.
Yeah.
It's about $40 per project for about a chunk of piece.
Yeah, so $500 to $800 range is probably, just in materials, is probably not a real park.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you have to consider paint, adhesives, chemicals.
Right. And in some
blades.
cases, the tools to make the things work.
That's what I'm saying. The blades, the tools, the things.
Yeah.
You know, you can do the initial investment and have a whole,
Yeah.
studio, but it costs money. And I think it's about in my brain, chunk it out about $40 per piece, broken down.
I can't stress.
Not counting my time as money.
You're right. And I can't stress how much of a good idea it is to get some sort of a spray gun to put the silver on. Everything on Mechagodzilla was painted with just silver acrylic paints. Just the pint-sized paints I can get at Home Depot. But I bought a spray gun from Harbor Freight Tools, a touch-up gun, so it's kind of like a beefy airbrush. And that is how I painted all the parts of Mechagodzilla. And there's a huge difference between spraying a metallic and getting an even coat and trying to brush it on, and it's not going to be even ever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, yes.
And so that's a cost if you don't have one.
Mm-hmm. But it can be absorbed into the overall purchase price of the project because, you're saving time and paint and doing it the right way the first time.
So if you clean it and take care of it, it'll last for more than one project.
Yeah, so.
Sorry. I'll let you finish. I talked over you.
No worries. I'm just going on. It takes a lot of hidden costs.
It takes a lot of hidden costs.
Because fabric's expensive. Foam's expensive. The materials you use to make projects are expensive. Like, when you just buy the materials. But then your skills, you're like, I could save money by doing it myself. Mm-hmm. But that only saves you certain things, and depending on what you already have in your collection, what you need, what you have to get. But yeah.
What you have to get a second time.
Planning for user error. Yeah.
Definitely plan for user error. Definitely overbuy the raw materials.
Yes. Sab Vasquez says, I work in costumes for movie with Marvel and WB, and I really gotta applaud your builds. They are very high quality.
Thank you.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Yes, I feel like you really do have very good quality things. I've got to shop a lot of costumes and prop departments, seeing real objects versus, fake versions of real objects.
Right.
And I am thoroughly impressed with what foam can do and what you've done with foam. So.
Thank you.
Yes.
That's pretty exciting. It's
somebody who does it for reals is
right.
like...
It's commenting and watching. That's really cool.
Noticing. Yeah.
Noticing.
So, we'll fangirl over you a little bit.
Oh, for sure.
Yes. Acceptable Gamer Incorporated says, Hola, this is the zombie prevention crew in the house, LOL.
Hello.
How did you get the license to build a proton pack in California?
I don't have a license. This is an unlicensed proton pack. Thank you very much.
You asked for
unlicensed
forgiveness.
nuclear accelerator. Yes, you asked for
permission. That is how we got the licensing.
They're a lot of fun. You probably met them at SAC Anime because they come by all the time. Zombie prevention. Yeah, they're fun.
Have you guys ever been to the zombie
zombie walk?
Zombie Walk, yeah.
The Sacramento Zombie Walk, they probably have.
Yeah.
I don't think they had, this is going to sound great, I don't think they had the Zombie Walk this last year because everyone would get infected.
Well, yeah, no. I was going to say, I don't think they've done it for a couple years because there's the Zombie Walk and then the Mermaid.
Right, and the Mermaid Con.
Then they're by the same people.
Probably. I don't think I made that connection before.
If I remember, because he used to come to the costume shop.
Yeah.
And so they'd come in and prep for the thing, and then we'd have all the people.
Okay.
So I used to know the.
Because I know
anymore, but
Trash Film Orgy were part of the Zombie Walk at one point.
yeah,
But that may have been a long time ago.
those people also came into Decade,
Okay.
so it's kind of the same people. So it's like, am I remembering,
Yeah.
things off? I don't know, but zombie walks are fun.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll get healthy enough that we can do them again.
Yeah, hopefully we'll be healthy enough we can be zombies.
Right. Wait, I'm learning to heal, says Oxygen Destroyer. Oh, that's from the first Godzilla film.
Yep.
Which is how
And
they killed Godzilla.
Exactly. And it's appeared in most Godzilla films since. It's one of those background Easter egg props they keep building and
How
sticking
could they
in.
not have?
Exactly.
Yeah. You did it once. Why does it not exist now?
Right. I think even, oh man, I knew the name, now I forgot it. The name of the company, wow. The name of the company that is hunting the kaijus in the most recent MonsterVerse movies, which is named after a moth or man, it's not Cicada. But anyway, they have one in one of their offices. It's one of those things where I had it and then,
Cicada?
yeah,
No, I don't know.
and then out of my head because my brain's
Don't
like,
worry, we're
"Dude,
live.
it's time for
Everybody's
lunch."
just judging you.
That's true.
Yeah. Oscorp Industry. Odin, you should make a Green Goblin mask helmet. Not sure if I already said that or not.
Dude, you're Oscorp.
And then April Loves Greg Jean Louise says hi. Well, hi.
Is it April Loves?
Yeah,
Greg Jean?
April Loves Greg Jean Louise.
I want to see the name because. Okay, different name.
Okay.
The way you're pronouncing it's like Greg Jean. That's the guy that did the models for Star Trek. Okay, different Greg. Or I'm remembering the name slightly wrong, but.
Well, hello, April, who
Hello,
loves
April, who loves Greg Jean.
Jean Louise. Welcome.
And if you're watching, hello, Greg Jean, and congratulations on having April who loves you.
Yes. How's about MMPR's Lord Zed's or Rita's staff?
That could be fun. I like cosplaying and playing as villains because I don't identify as a villain, so it's fun to play it.
Right? It gives you a chance to express your evilness.
Right. You can goof around, and then,
Lower people's expectations of you because you get to be the villain.
yes. And, yeah, everyone knows I'm the foil, I'm the bad guy, so at the end of screwing
Bad
around,
behavior is expected.
I'm the one going down, which is okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I had a friend who was the pink Power Ranger, and I dressed up as a putty. Wore
Okay.
all gray, my sweats. So I could get, so we could have the
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't squeak.
It's not squeaking,
It's
so
not squeaky. Remember
so the
that?
oil finally penetrated to the actual
Yeah.
squeaky parts.
Well, that was working last week too, but
Oh, okay.
it's still not squeaking.
Yay for no squeaks.
Yay for no squeaks.
James Allen says GTG. See y'all. So, hi James Allen.
Hi, James.
I'm gonna say Maxie. Uh-oh, things just moved. Says, hey Odin, haven't checked in for the live streams for quite a while.
Uh-oh.
Are you even a fan of Edgar Wright? Did you see the last night in Soho? And how did you like it? I absolutely loved it.
Sure, I have seen Edgar Wright's films, and I enjoy Edgar Wright's films. I have not seen Last Night in Soho, but it looked like it was going to be a lot of fun. It's a time travel, kind of a crime story-ish, sort of. Probably selling it totally wrong, but that looked really cool.
So, well, they absolutely loved it. So
Good to
might
hear.
Be worth taking a look at. And then we got a $1.99 super chat from Shadio and says, "Here's the start of the spaceship fund." LOL. Lego spaceship.
Oh, Lego spaceship fun. Okay, cool.
Lego spaceship.
Lego spaceship.
Spaceship. We should build a spaceship.
Spaceship. Spaceship.
Should we build a spaceship?
We can build a spaceship. Spaceship.
Oscorp Industry says, foam is expensive. I paid $20 for a roll of it. That stuff costs major money, LOL. It can. There's also alternative sources of foam if you know where to look.
Right. $20 a roll, depending on what is...
The thickness, the density, the brand, the styles.
The square footage, basically, the square, how much of a square meter of foam are you getting? A lot of them are fairly comparable. You can get the puzzle piece foam. There's a chain of stores in the U.S. called Harbor Freight Tools, and they sell the floor mat fatigue foam. This thing here. You can get this on sale for $8 for a pack that's got 4 pieces that are almost 2 foot square. Which
Granted, prices are going up right now, so we'll see. But it is affordable.
It is affordable. Which is about a half a meter square.
I made a full dress form out of from one package of foam, so that's a body. If that helps.
Yeah.
Like a torso, maybe? Me torso, not necessarily.
Me torso.
Torso. My size torso, I don't know. But just kind of gauging of how much foam goes, but yeah. It adds up.
It adds up.
But we used to, at the costume shop, we would go and get the foam cushions from, the sofas on the side of the road. The seats for Easter Bunny feet.
Yes. And sofas on the side of the road is the cheapest foam you can get. Yep.
Great source for the big couch foam.
Yep. And absolutely how the majority of the original Gwar costumes were made.
I was going to say, I would totally make, if I was to build the Ninja Turtle turtle shell. Yeah. I made it, versions of the backpack several different ways. But if I was to make a wearable shell, I probably would do it out of the couch foam and latex. And I know I am very against latex, painted latex.
Right.
But
it's because latex rots.
It does, and then your work is eventually just going to rot away. Yeah. But I really do like the finish it gives, so much on the couch foam for the Ninja Turtle look. Totally. I feel like that would be. I feel like that's what they did in the movie, so I would want to do it kind of that way.
There you go. I talked about this, I think, last stream. I still really want to get a hold of some Creature Cast. I haven't played with that particular material yet. But Creature Cast is a neoprene alternative.
Yes, you were telling me about that. That's what I would want to try.
I really want to try that.
So close.
Let's just glue the right side.
There you go. Use the pretty side.
I didn't tape it down, so it was moving when the blade went by because there wasn't enough foam being caught by the outside.
Yeah, technical difficulties.
Yep. I can cut another one anyway, but.
So, Matic Ermin Kohler.
Matic Ermin Kohler
says, "Hi Odin, I missed a couple of your live streams, so what is your project today? Have you watched No Way Home yet?"
Yes.
Well, I suppose you did. It's great, right?
Yes.
I have not seen it yet. Don't tell me. No spoilers.
Spider-Man's in it. And at the end of the movie, there's all these words that crawl up the screen really slowly.
Damn, now I know the end. All right. We got Field Walker Mass says, "Hello from Scotland." Hello. Scotland.
Field Walker?
There.
There's some 40s.
Bernie Davis says, "Odin does great work. I tip my hat to you, sir."
USA. Booster top. This is going to be the other piece. Booster top. There we go. Thank you, sir.
Chloe Incarnate. Is that Chloe Incarnate? Says, "Hey Odin and Felicia," and then says, "OFC Matic." Schultz Division says, "Odin, what about OG MIB prop? I love those movies."
Yeah, those are awesome.
Cricket?
Yep, another Cricket. The only issue I have with most of the MIB props is they're all super chrome, and super chrome is super hard to do with foam.
And what about the memory eraser?
I did that I can do it again.
You did it.
I did it for DIY Prop Shop.
And you did the Cricket.
And I've done the Cricket on my
channel.
Those
are the two coolest ones.
Right.
So you're welcome. He's done 2 props. So where can you find those?
The Neuralizer is on DIY Prop Shop, and the Noisy Cricket is a 3D printer review right here at Odin Makes.
So, yes, you're welcome. He did a couple of those props, so you can take a look. Oscorp Industries and the Avid King both say Monarch, and so does Stupid Monkey.
Monarch, thank you. Butterfly, that was,
Monarch.
yeah, moth. Okay, Monarch.
Monarch.
Yep. No, brain's not. I'm in craft brain. I'm, ready for food, lunch brain. So recall brain is not working.
Yeah. We just got a super chat from Moon Eyes.
Ooh, sweet. Thank you, Moon Eyes.
50 SEK. What's this SEK?
Oh, Sweden?
Sweden?
Yeah.
Sweden?
I think Sweden, right?
Monetary?
Moon Eyes? I'm really sorry if I got that wrong.
Yeah. Says, Lego, 21 inches by 18 inches by 15.7. Odin, is there a size limit on your P.O. box?
No, there is not.
Not that you know of?
Well, no, if I have a P.O. box that's actually fairly small, right? My actual P.O. box is one of the little ones. But if a package comes in, there's a slip inside that says, go pick up your package. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that it was never quite my job to go pick up the Smosh mail, but it was my job to go through it.
That's probably a good thing because the Smosh mail, yeah.
That got out of control.
Oh, yeah.
So, it was out of control when I started.
Yeah.
It was full in the garage. That was crazy.
Yeah. There were bins and bins of unopened mail because the amount that came in. And
At one point I had to go through it to find fan art because they wanted to post it because they had Smosh had a magazine for a while and they wanted to feature fan art. And so they're like, can you please go through this? Find fan art? Bins and bins and bins of it.
Bins.
I saw some really creepy stuff too.
Yes. The amount of 10-year-old marriage proposals for Smosh, it was like, wow.
I was thinking of the locks of hair.
Well, there's that too.
The question. Anyways.
or the old food by the time we got to it.
Yes. There was a strange amount of silly bands. An awkwardly strange amount of silly bands that were shipped.
Silly bands.
Those rubber bands that are funny shaped.
Oh, yeah.
I think they had commented about how they didn't like them at one point or other, so that people
So that people just start.
So yeah, there was a ridiculous amount of silly bands.
There was.
That was weird. The amount of mail they got.
And the other thing I really remember that Taryn was complaining about, sort of, how often stuff was shipped with inappropriate postage, and so Smosh was stuck with paying the difference.
Oh.
And they weren't technically stuck with it, but they absorbed it, because it was a fan mail. Because the amount of mail that came from people who just were too young to understand how the postal service worked. A stamp is a stamp, right?
Definitely an interesting component.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Ernest Ben wants to know, Odin, have you tried water-based oil paint, not oil-based water paint, water-based oil paint? And I heard you did recently with
with
trying
Sean.
To finish something.
Yeah, we'll try to finish something. I haven't picked any up yet.
Didn't he leave you some?
There might be in the box over here. He left some of his stuff here.
So, did you enjoy that? Because I wanted to play with that. Because I was excited to. Because the biggest barrier for me using the oil paints is the fact that you have to have the turpentine or turpinol.
Well, the biggest barrier for me with the oil paints is dry time.
That too.
Because.
Well, I was thinking the chemicals in order to use them keeps me from even opening
working
them.
with the oil paint that I did for making the power converters, which ended up looking really, really good. It had that you couldn't touch it, but I needed to keep working with it, and that was.
Which is one of the benefits of oil paint because you can go back and keep working and reworking it and reworking it. But that's
when
also
I'm used
the pain
to
in the ass.
it's dry, I'm on to the next thing.
Yes, because you can layer acrylics.
Yeah.
Easier, yeah. I just laughed randomly. I'm thinking of Oh, geez, Louise! I was reading a comment and it jumped.
How dare you people comment and interact with the stream?
Actually, thank you, Shady O, with another $1.99 super chat. That's what it jumped
Shady.
to.
All right, thank you, Shady.
Yeah, he says, "Have another super chat."
Thank you, Shady.
Okay, so I am completely
Shady
lost
super
from where
chats
I
a lot.
was. Yeah. Maker JP says, "Sups, dudes? How's it going?"
Hello, Maker JP. Haven't heard from you in a while.
And Schultz Division, do you want to build a spaceship?
Do you want to build a spaceship? Spaceship!
Alba Quizman 19 says, "Hello. Sorry about screwing up your name. But hello." And Sean J. Odin, the father of floor mat fabrication. And Bernie Davis says sofa foam? Coffee foam.
Coffee foam.
One of my friends got one of those foam makers for their coffee where it just makes the milk into foam.
Oh, really?
And I kind of want one of those.
Uh-huh.
Because that's my favorite part. It's just the foam. Just the cream. Shady O says, you have 2 super chats, Odin. Thank you, Shady Odin.
Yes,
Thank
I saw.
you,
Thank you, Shady.
O.
Or I heard, anyway.
And then
Yes,
Dan
thank you, Shady O.
Gwen C says, greetings from Portugal. Hello in Portugal.
Hello, Portugal.
Eric Jones, hey, Odin. Going for a GB1, GB2, or Afterlife pack? I know there's differences.
Inspired by GB1 primarily. We're using Lost Wax Oz's pattern, and his is kind of a catch-all. We're not specifically doing any one members.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize that until we started building. You know, I always looked at them, and I never looked at them close enough to see that there were
Slight differences
Slight
and
differences.
variations between who's got who.
Yep.
Part of me was just going like, if we go Afterlife canon, it's been modified up into that point so we can...
Sure.
I don't know. But generic is what we're trying to go for.
Generic is a great way to put it.
Yeah.
I'm building a proton pack. I'm not building
We're
any
building 2.
particular proton pack. We are building 2.
So there could be variations between the...
Oh, there will be.
Naturally.
Naturally.
Yes. Liam Matson says, hey, everybody. Good to be here. So, welcome, Liam Matson. Sorry about screwing up your name. And then NZ Clay Artist says, hey, Odin, what's your most favorite things you made from foam? What's your current most favorite thing?
Current most favorite things
Current
I made
most
from. One of the things I was answering recently at the cons that is a current favorite thing from foam is I'm still really happy with the Zima mask a lot. The Baron Zima mask I think turned out really, really well from being 2 layers of 2mm foam. You know, it's this sculpted, looks like fabric. You know,
It's quite impressive.
it's kind of goofy that I can pull that one. I'm still really very happy with Soul Edge. I'm you know, I get to wear Mechagodzilla. It all the time. It changes.
So, currently, all of them. No.
currently, it's a walkie-talkie from Lego. I mean, it's you know.
It's the latest one. Yeah.
Yeah.
The newest, most exciting.
Yep.
Um.
That wasn't good.
Mercenary 110 says hi.
Hello, Mercenary 110.
Moon Eyes 2K says, yep, Sweden is right.
Ah, good.
I'm impressed that you knew that, because I had no idea. I was like,
Moon Eyes has super chatted before, and so it has come up before.
yes.
And I do my best to remember, especially since I'm always fascinated by where people are. I've always liked maps, and I've always liked geography. So,
Um.
in fact, there's a person who's on. There's another podcast I'm on all the time called Nerd Podcast Radio, NPR. One of the people they have on often, her name is Anna. She's a fantasy cartographer for Paizo, who does Pathfinder.
What's a cartographer?
A cartographer is a map maker. So she's a fantasy map maker.
Okay, I was
Yeah.
like a photographer, but she does cars.
Cartographer, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really cool.
That's cool. World building.
Exactly.
Nice. Bernie Davis said, silly bands are so 2002. Yeah, that's around the time I was opening this pack.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's Smosh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oops.
I think. Robert Kraut says, have you seen or tried Mirror from Culture Hustle? It seems to create a nice chrome finish.
I have seen it. I have not tried it. I have purchased other things from Culture Hustle. I think I've got Black 3.0. It does look like it does a good job. And what's funny is if you're the real nitpicky watching it, you can still see brush marks in it.
You would, wouldn't you?
Yep. It's like, well, I can see it's doing what it's supposed to do, but you're still getting like...
Spray it?
Maybe. And even if you do brush it, it still does a really freaking good job.
Let's see. H70 Polo says, that sounds like fraud. USP won't even deliver if postage isn't right. Oh, yeah, from that comment.
For that comment. Right, well, things may have changed.
Right.
And,
But it was also secondhand hearing about complaints, so who knows what the real issue was.
Right.
Yeah.
And it may have been, I don't know, postage accepted by addressee or,
I remember my friend mislabeled the way she addressed my house, and instead of abbreviating Sacramento to SAC,
Okay.
she abbreviated it to SACTO.
Okay.
Which is technically a correct abbreviation, but not postally.
Right.
And so they charged me 50 cents to get my letter.
Because of that?
Yeah, but it was back when
That's
we
a
were little
scam.
kids. And she was practicing writing a letter for her
Okay.
homework assignment, so she wrote me a letter, but she miswrote that, and I remember it being 50 cents and that being a big deal as a kid, because I didn't have 50 cents on me.
Right.
So I had to borrow it from my brother, who, of course, used that to, boss me around,
For way more than 50 cents worth.
Yeah, gotta love brothers. But I felt special that I got a package from the mailman saying, this one was mislabeled, so you owe money, so I can give it to you. So, I guess, that was years and years and years ago. I was a little kid, learning how to write and post.
Yeah. I remember all the pen pal and letter writing.
Write a letter to a company and see if they send you stuff. If they do, you get an extra credit points on your project. Yeah.
Having to do international pen pals and.
Yeah. J. Kyle Hamilton says, love what you make, Prop Master Odin.
Thank you.
Odin. Sorry about mispronouncing your name already. Kingalama says,
Okay.
how do you plan out your builds?
Often as I go. So how do I pre-plan? How do I know where I'm going to start? The majority of the builds that I'm building, I can look at and I will break down into primitive shapes. Is the best way to put it. It's a bit like 3D modeling. Helmets I know are going to go on ahead, right? So there's certain things, certain parameters that no matter what the helmet is, it's going to have to fit because it's got to go over someone's head. And of course, I usually make it fit my head because I've got a plaster Paris version right over there, which is not on camera.
It's just out of frame. It's right there. I'm touching it.
There we are. We're using it to make the Pike helmet we're working on right now. Now, when it's not something like that, I'm very much looking at what is the most basic shape that everything else seems to be built off of, and I kind of work from the inside out. And I think that's the majority of it. It's big broad strokes with primitive shapes that then get refined into the details that they are.
Yeah. I usually think of what I need to build, what kind of functions or features is it going to have, does it need to do anything special, does it need to get blown up or have blood on it, those little factors.
Yeah.
And then after that, I sit there and I think about it, pattern it out, think about how I'm going to break it apart into puzzle pieces, then how those puzzle pieces are going to get stuck back together. And then from there, I actually create the pattern, and then I cut out the pattern, and then we glue it together, sew it together, put it together. And all the other things along the way just kind of happen, and you deal with it as it does. And hopefully you don't run out of foam or fabric on your way through the project.
Because that's depressing.
Yeah.
I went back to the fabric store 3 times to buy more vinyl for Mechagodzilla.
Yeah.
The third time I bought so much, I've still got some.
I was going to say, honestly, had you gone the first time, you probably could have negotiated a better price for the whole roll.
Probably.
Yeah. But, yeah. Just bought fabric the other day, and because it was stained, I got 30% off, and I loved it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, shout's my friend, people. Shout.
Cheers for fears?
Shout! Let it all out. No.
That's exactly it.
Yeah. The spray stuff. That stuff is amazing. I used to use Tide pens on set all the time because, that's what Tide pens are for. Shout's so much more amazing. Live and learn, and then you shout, I suppose.
Yep.
I don't know if this is an old super chat or one that I hadn't gotten to yet, but Shady O, another $1.99 super chat.
Knowing Shady's probably
have
the third
another
one.
super chat.
Yep.
Eric 1701. Eric 1701 says, just to let you know, when I first come in, y'all video is a little fuzzy, but goes normal. I hope
That's
everyone
good.
has a good weekend. Had a good weekend.
Well, I tried to make sure I had it set for high quality today. That was a conscious thought to begin with. I'm just checking size.
I know. I'm like, you're just scratching up your surface, but I like how it works.
Tired of cutting up the foam I want to keep.
Yes.
Yeah, it takes a minute for the streams to buffer, so that's normal. I mean, I see that happen with YouTube videos, with normal videos, not just streams.
Yeah. Brady or Bradley? Bradley, there's an L in there. Bradley C says, hi guys.
Hello, Bradley.
Hi.
Hello, Bradley.
Bradley C, what a great cardigan. Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I have...
Is it the skull one again? Or?
No, I have
no.
ladies on my shoulders, so it looks like there's two girls on either side.
Oh, okay.
See? Little shirts.
Oh, yeah, I've seen them.
And then on the back there's also... Oh, sorry, my hair's all blocking it.
Oh, there she is
pattern.
up here.
Yeah, it's the eyeballs. She has eyelashes, which is really cool, so it's fuzzy on the eyeballs. But, yeah, I like this sweater. So thank you for noticing. Pat Nemo says, hello there. Hello, Pat.
Hello, Pat Nemo.
NZ Clay Artist says, Odin, you should try it and build a life-size an arachnid warrior bug from Starship Troopers. Just an idea. You know, he's trying to get these completed in a week, people. He has a week timeline. That one's like
Okay.
a month build project at least. I'm just
So as far as creatures go, and I won't even go into exactly their origins for why they're all so cool, I really like the arachnid bugs from Starship Troopers. Always did. The film is questionable. That is a fun film, but it is not a good film.
good does not mean not enjoyable, but
Does not mean not enjoyable. It is a Paul Verhoeven film, that's for sure. Yeah, Bugs made by Phil Tippett. Okay, so I like Phil Tippett and his work a lot, and the guy's in Berkeley, which is like 90 minutes from where I am. But then the Arachnid Warriors were a secondary idea for the Tremors 2 monsters.
so not completely out of the
Nope.
realm. Plaster 101. Hey Odin, can you build Cal Kestis lightsaber from Jedi Fallen Order?
So,
I know your stance on lightsabers, but I was wondering if that one had a special thing that makes it anything different from a beam saber.
So there's a couple of lightsabers that I have interest in building. There's one that's a mashup that I've talked about at cons. I'm not going to talk about it on a stream just yet because it's one of those
Don't want to
mashup things.
hold your...
Yeah, there's certain ideas you don't tip out to the general public because if you do, then it's no longer your idea. But one that I do have interest in is making a working Lego lightsaber.
Interesting. That one would be a
Yeah,
fun
I think
one.
that'd be fun. Okay, just make it the same scale, but then, yeah, I think that'd be cool.
That would be cool.
And that one's been done. William Shakespeare has made one. Someone else has made one, so I don't care about sharing that one.
Guy with the green hat wants to know, at Odin Makes, what part of the Proton Pack are you working on? I'm going to start working on my gun mount.
We are cutting the parts out, so we're in the very beginning. I just
Yes.
cut out the clippered base ring lower.
Piece number 37.
Piece number 37. I need to cut one from 2mm foam, which means I need to cut it again because I just cut it from 6mm foam. And it's got a center cut out, so I'll be doing the center cut out with a knife because I'm not going to go through that again.
I was totally letting you take over on this because I'm like, you're going to notice when it's 2mm and when it's the other stuff.
No, I'm too busy trying to be a co-host and talk, and it's not working.
That's
it is,
okay.
but it's not.
People will see your humanity.
Damn it.
How dare they? Ever so slightly.
Yeah, and now I've got scored foam that I need to sort of avoid.
That can be the back.
Just gotta remember to glue it down that way.
Right?
I can't even cut it out of the right thickness. Think I'm gonna remember to glue it down the right way?
No, not at all. Timothy Upton says, before long, Odin will have carpal circle syndrome. LOL. Yeah, have fun.
Yep.
Carpal circle syndrome.
Carpal syndrome brought to you by Cause Tools. Cos Tools, all the Foamworks tools you need for making your cosplay be complete.
Cause tools make the job easier.
Cos Tools make the job easier. Brought to you by Logan Enterprises. Snig it. Which is actually true, the company's slogan. But, you know, I honestly like the Cos Tools line, so.
Yeah.
It's not just me playing around. I am playing around.
He is a fan.
I am a fan.
Yes.
And I'd totally wear a Ryobi shirt if they'd send me a black Ryobi shirt.
NZ Clay Artist says you could try building it in parts just like the Mecha Godzilla. Well, that's kind of
Yeah.
what we're doing. We're just taking it in stages and slowly.
Well, NZ Artist, that's the Arachnid, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now,
Oh,
one
that
of
one.
the, one of the
Yeah,
things
sorry.
with the Arachnid that's, I mean, it's still doable, but the Arachnid isn't really a cosplay. I mean, it is. You could make it, but with the spindly legs, you're going to have this black leotard body poking out the bottom
You
of the
might as well
Arachnid.
make it as like a prop.
Right. And then that,
What about
okay,
one for like
I'm still
Toby?
okay with it, but it's like, what's that?
What about for like Toby?
Oh, that'd be kind of fun.
Right?
Yeah, that'd be kind of
He
fun.
has a spider costume and I
Yeah.
love putting him in it.
He probably likes wearing it.
He does. Toby does not, I'm not torturing him by putting on sweaters. He likes wearing sweaters.
Hey, for everybody who may not know, who the heck is Toby?
Toby and Bruno are the dogs that I usually bring along with me while we craft because Toby loves coming with me everywhere, but because Bruno's been so badly behaved lately, he's at home. So I can't take one without the other.
Right.
Yeah, they get sad. And they know. You went there without me. And when I get back, I get fully sniffed on my knees going, I know where you were and you didn't take me.
Yep.
But anyways, Toby and Bruno are not here today, but they possibly will be back eventually.
Oh, I'm sure they'll be back eventually.
Yeah. But I had an appointment before this, so.
Yeah, that's true. You have an appointment before it. Sometimes the weather isn't really good dog weather.
Yeah.
You know, you want to be nice to them.
Mhm. They do enjoy coming.
Yeah.
Okay. Sab Vasquez says, we started production on No Way Home in 2019, and keeping all the secrets was the hardest part, LOL. We knew it as Serenity Now. That's awesome.
That is awesome.
I love the inside scoop.
Yeah, I love the inside scoop, and I just love the comment. We started production on. It's like, oh, that's just cool to hear.
Way to go.
Way to go.
Keep making awesome shit.
Yeah, please keep making awesome shit.
Yes.
I will keep imitating your art.
Yes. Thank you for the good content.
Yes, thank you for the good content.
Um,
We're currently copying Ben Eadie's art, basically, because the guy that did the foam chainmail, he was in charge of the Proton Packs for
so
Afterlife.
full circle. Started
Uh-huh.
out with his foam mail. He was my inspiration to be like, hey, Odin.
Uh-huh. Oh, I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember seeing the video on Tested.
Yeah. Thomas Hughes TV says, hello, Odin and Felicia.
Hello, Thomas.
Cool idea. You could make a baby weeping angel out of foam. Is that the weeping angels from Doctor Who?
Yep. Yeah, Weeping Angels from Doctor Who. Yeah, and actually a Weeping
are
Angel
terrifying.
costume would be something kind of fun to do, because the face, by nature, could easily be foam, because they shouldn't be changing expression when you're looking at them anyway. And then the rest of it is makeup and costume. So, yeah.
That could be fun, especially doing a fake concrete looking fabric.
Yeah,
I love it.
yeah. And they're one of the...
And they're terrifying, so it's
They're
awesome.
terrifying. They're one of the coolest of the new villains.
They were terrifying. Yes. So, it's not out of the possibility.
No, that's not out of the possibility. Russell T. Davies is coming back to Doctor Who, so...
I saw people making those out of Barbies.
Yeah, that'd work.
We got Burst Couch Gamer saying, hello from Glasgow.
Nice.
Has Odin ever considered making the alien blaster from Fallout 3?
Possibly. Alien blaster. Is that the laser rifle? Which is the alien blaster? The thing is, I don't know it by that name. But I've seen a lot of Fallout 3 and a lot of Fallout 4 props. And I love the aesthetic. That is definitely, something I like. So,
Yes. Bernie Davis says, war, gore, and social commentary. I'll buy it for $1. Q Tina G, please tell us where you got your sweater. You love it? I love it. I got it at Ross.
There you go.
Discount store. Yes, so. I know. I love these ladies. They're my girls. Got my girls. H7O Polo says 37. Mwahaha. I don't know what that was for, but.
That's the piece we're cutting.
Oh, we're cutting piece 30.
Yep.
Yeah. Told you, we're going to get to the 40s today.
H7O Polo. So H2O is hydrogen dioxide, right? That's water. So what is H7O? What's hydrogen septoxide? What chemical is that? Is that a chemical?
Is it?
Are you just playing around? And it's okay if you're playing around.
Liam Matson, would anyone else love it if Odin actually made the Schwartz ring from Spaceballs? May the Schwartz be with you.
I could 3D print a short swing. You get down
Could
to
you have it with the stick going out? Because that would be more fun, I feel like, than just the little ring.
Okay, yes. But the first thing that comes to mind is the issue of if it is only a ring, and this is a cosplay prop and not a movie prop, you're going to torque your hand as soon as you hit anything, right? It's not going to. You got a stick coming off of just a ring.
Yeah, that's not
You're
going to be practical.
endangering your ring. So you have to have a T-bar that you're holding on to, a lot like the Wolverine cosplayer is holding onto the claws, and that could work.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there is a possibility. It's not.
Yeah, that's not a lightsaber.
It's not a lightsaber.
So why do I bring up not being a lightsaber? Well, I've helped out a lot with my friend's show called Beyond Geek, and over on the Beyond Geek channel, there are 2 different videos of me making lightsabers. And years ago, when DIY Prop Shop said, "Hey, Odin, would you make us a lightsaber?" The concern was, well, that's what I did for my friend's channel. I don't want to do it on another channel that's going to be me as the same host building, and so it's just to be a nice friend and to help my good buddy with what he paid for it out of his pocket. I haven't made a lightsaber, and I still haven't made a lightsaber.
This doesn't count.
But I've danced around. There's a switch at the very bottom. But I've danced around the issue by making things like beam sabers, and there's a light up there too.
I know. I was trying to get to this thing.
There it is, like beam sabers, which is a Gundam weapon, and I think I've made some other.
Yeah.
There's another. I've made thermal katanas, and I've made other. But this is the closest. That is basically a lightsaber, but not a lightsaber.
Yeah, not a lightsaber, people. This is not a lightsaber. I want to go woof. Anyways.
Hey, I don't remember what the noise the beam saber makes, but
What sound does light make?
what sound does light make? But
Sure, it's
the
a light noise.
creator of Gundam has publicly said that, oh yeah, I was fully inspired by lightsabers. He doesn't hide it, which good for him.
Stephen Deitch asks, have you had any new Ryobi goodies lately?
No, I haven't. That actually occurred to me recently, that I haven't really heard from them in a couple of weeks. Now, there's a huge Christmas push, and new products came out, so all that happened. Doesn't mean that I can't contact them.
But it's cool that they contacted you.
Yeah, it is totally cool
I'm
they
not gonna
contacted
complain,
me.
yeah.
So no, I haven't got any recently. Now, what I'm looking forward to that supposedly is coming, there's a new storage bin that they're making, a new storage system. Some of the pieces are currently available at Home Depot. A lot of them are special order because they're a larger cost item. But it's stackable, lockable toolboxes that become the roll-around cart. Like carry-on luggage. But specifically, when they unlock, they hang on the wall. So you're not packing it, unpacking it. It still remains the same bins.
I love the organized, portable crafting stations. Because I did a lot of kits. Every time we did something not in studio, we had to travel. And so you need your art kit.
Yep.
You need the art bin box. Doing the cosplay repair, you need your kits. And I feel like it just, the concept of it hasn't seen it in reality happen yet, but I'm convinced that the concept of being able to travel and store your stuff without having to unpack and repack stuff should make it so much easier, because if it's easy to put away, it gets put away.
Yes. If it's easy to put away, it gets put away.
Yeah.
And so supposedly I am on the list for media kits for this stuff. So hopefully parts show up.
So, yes. Evan Corin. We don't talk about Bruno.
We don't talk about Bruno.
No, we've been playing that song for him over and over and over. Yeah, that's his song. Toby's
Is
song
it?
is I Want to Hold Your Hand.
Yes.
Yes. Let's see. Guy with the green hat at Odin Makes. What are you and Felicia doing for Valentine's Day? I haven't thought that far ahead.
I haven't thought that
probably
far ahead.
eating pancakes. That's my tradition.
That's
Strawberry pancakes.
Not a bad tradition.
I do heart-shaped strawberry pancakes with fresh strawberry syrup. That's my Valentine's Day breakfast tradition. And then the last Saturday of February is Galentine's Day, where we go and buy out the clearance section of Valentine's Day candy, and we get all the stuff we ever wanted, and then we do a white elephant
Okay.
of giving each other Valentine's Day gifts, the girls. So,
Okay, cool.
yeah, those are my little traditions. But other than that, I'm not sure.
So strawberry pancakes. Have you ever done waffles with diced fresh strawberries on top and whipped cream?
Yes, I used to have a Disney
Yeah.
Princess waffle maker that I lost last year. I cried when it was gone. But
Yeah.
I had a Disney Princess waffle maker that put Cinderella and Prince Charming in the back of the coach on the back of your waffle.
Nice.
It was beautiful, but you can't do blueberry waffles because then it looks like a royal murder scene.
Yeah?
It looks pretty awful. Just don't, like the blueberry
Right.
pancakes look terrible, but they're delicious.
Yeah.
But yes, I totally have a waffle maker. Had a waffle maker. Had a waffle maker, so waffles would make their appearance. But that is also why I've switched over to the heart-shaped pancakes, was because the poor little...
It didn't look quite so much like a murder scene.
No. That's
Now
a
it just
blueberry.
looks
Blueberry
now it
pancake.
just looks like cancer on a heart.
No, because my waffle maker got destroyed.
Yeah.
It got submerged in water, being washed, unfortunately. So
Oh yeah, that doesn't go very well.
no. But yeah.
Hey internet, is there a Gundam waffle maker?
Could there be?
I'm sure there's a Hello Kitty one.
Right? I need a new Disney Princess waffle maker for sure. I don't even know where you'd get them because, like, when I went to look for a replacement one, they didn't have the one I had anymore. They had it in blue, I think.
Beaches. What a bunch of beaches. They smell like old time.
Lee
Ah, hello, Geek Pride.
Brainwith?
Yes. He showed up to SAC Anime with which Muppet did he had? You had Animal, right? Is that the one you had?
Ooh.
Yeah.
One of my favorites. Well, he jumped in to say hello. So,
Hello, Lee.
Thomas Hughes TV says, "Ow-yo, ow-yo, ooh-yo." Game Life wants to know: are you going to make something from Gravity Falls? You haven't watched Gravity Falls, have you?
I have not watched Gravity Falls. Gravity Falls is something that's been requested since DIY Prop Shop days. I
want
have the
Mabel's
memory
sweater
eraser
collection.
gun on my list for Gravity Falls.
That would be a great one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want Mabel's sweater collection for sure. Yes, I do.
And I've heard nothing but good things about Gravity Falls.
Oh yeah, no, that's a great show. Let's see. So what are you going to be doing for Valentine's Day? Do you have any plans yet?
No, don't have any plans yet. I was joking, sort of half joking along with you. Oh yeah, I haven't planned that far ahead yet.
Yeah, haven't thought that far ahead, other than I know what I typically do.
Right. The immediate weekend after Valentine's Day, I'm driving down to San Diego. So whatever's happening on Valentine's Day is probably going to be kind of low key. But there's a con happening in San Diego, I think it's in the San Diego Scottish Rite Center, or one of them. It's called Rocket Con. It'll be the third annual, although I don't think they've actually managed to be annual because nothing has in the past couple of years.
It's hard to be annual the last couple of years.
Trying to be annual. So I will be appearing at Rocket Con. It's a 2-day con in San Diego. So,
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
Lost Wax. Just heard we're live right now, so I popped in to see how it's going.
Sweet. Hello.
We're
Hi.
still cutting out your pattern.
Yeah, exactly. We're on episode 6, and I'm still cutting out pieces.
But in all reality, I bet you knew that it's going to take this long because you had to cut out all the pieces.
Right.
And you cut out all that footage.
Yes, exactly.
Because it takes forever, doesn't it?
It,
Sorry, didn't mean to cut you
That's
off.
fine. I was just going to point out that we're doing everything live in front of everyone, and then of course talking at the same time. So no progress is happening without the live streams happening. But Chris, thank you so much. The pattern's fantastic. I've got a link to your video in the description for anyone else who wants to build a proton pack as well. And I see that you started on the neutrino one, which is exciting. So
Hopefully we'll get something done before yours is done.
are we racing each other now? You'll be done before we are.
Yes. But welcome. Thank you for watching the live stream.
And thank you for the fantastic idea on building a shield using the yoga ball. Because when I built my Captain America shield and my Captain Carter shield, stretching that over the yoga ball, that was Chris's idea, everyone. So if he's here in the chat, go check out his channel. He is a fun channel.
Okay, I completely lost where I was. Oh, Lost Wax also said, "It's looking great. I'm so close to finishing it."
Oh, awesome.
And Bernie Davis says, "At Lost Wax, can't wait to see the video." And then Maker JP is at Sav Vasquez. What country are you in? That's their conversation. I probably should have read that, but I'm reading them loud in front of you guys if you guys want to tell.
Yes. So Lost Wax Oz is the YouTube channel, and definitely go check him out. He makes all sorts of stuff. A lot of steampunk. Made a surfboard out of scrap that functioned. So yeah, fun channel. Good videos.
Burst Couch Gamer. Fallout 3 Alien Blasters was based on the 50s Buck Rogers ray gun.
Oh, okay.
Customized with the rounded body and thin top. A very 50s futurism. I think it's retrofuturism. No?
Yeah.
I think it can't stand. Well, it's what we call it now. 50s
Yeah.
futurism is retro.
Oh, okay.
I can't send a photo of my make, but you could Google.
Right. So it's sounding like sort of like the Nuka-Cola gun, but different. That's interesting. I like that design.
So I think you may have piqued his interest. So. And then Shady O with another $1.99 super
Jeez,
chat
Shady.
saying someone has to keep Minecraft alive. One block at a time.
One block at a time.
And then Sean Kennedy says the Ryobi boxes sound a lot like the Festool ones.
I'm sure they're very similar to a number of other.
I think there's a lot of systems out there. You just got to
Yeah.
figure out what works for you.
Exactly.
Big Bob's Prop says Ryobi has just brought out a USB chargeable tools.
Yes.
Just brought out USB chargeable tools.
Yes, I haven't bothered Ryobi about those, but they're kind of cool.
Yeah, no, I'm totally seeing the...
Yeah, there's a couple of things they have out right now. Like the one that's available now is a rotary tool that charges off of a USB-C cable, so it charges off your phone charger.
That seems really convenient, especially you can use it
Yeah.
gentler on phone. You don't need the...
Right, and it may have more motor going for it than the precision tool. You know, I don't know.
Haven't tried it yet.
Haven't tried it. And that one has if I'm remembering it properly, that particular model has a permanently installed battery. So when it's done, you got to set it aside and charge it again. There's a line coming out very shortly that has very small insertable batteries. You can swap the batteries out that have an onboard USB-C port for charging. So the battery itself is a little larger than an 18650 battery. That's what it looks like to me. With this charging port on it. Those I have a ton of interest in because it's a 5-volt tool system.
Yeah, no, I love what they're doing.
Yeah.
I like how they're coming out with these more accessible tools.
Yeah.
That it make it a little easier to get into, and that it's a whole. You get into one tool, and then it's the gateway, because then you have.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But 5-volt is what a lot of LEDs are, and if it's got its own micro built-in charge.
That's
Yes.
gonna make. Yes.
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 This is something that if we can get a battery receptacle that's separate of the tool, we can put it into anything else. Yes.
Yes. Yeah, because a lot of props do need little battery packs.
Oh yeah.
This one's gonna need one.
Oh yeah. I keep forgetting to look. I want to see if I can't get unfortunately I have to get it. Either we tear up a tool or we're aftermarket are our two choices. But I want to be able to plug one of their Ryobi batteries into this because, Ryobi.
Well,
and I got
also
a few of them now.
I wanted to do the air blower.
Yes.
I wanted to get that working inside of it too.
Yep.
We need lights. I wanted the air. And yeah. So we'll see. That's exciting. Colby Herman says, "What up, Odin? I caught you guys on the afternoon chat. So welcome. Yes, you made it.
You made it.
We're still
Hello.
And then James Tillman says, "Hi, Felicia." Hi, James. Thunderstone Card says, "If you are making the Proton Pack, will you also be making the slime blower and or ghost trap?"
Ghost trap, probably. Slime blower, probably not.
Maybe some slime.
Nothing against the
Slime's
slime.
always fun.
Nothing against the slime blower. The I had a name for it. Anyway, that's it. Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah. We're
Doesn't
going all
strike
out
my
on
fancy.
this Proton Pack. We're going on full out on the suit. And there will be a ghost
Yeah.
trap kind of coming along there in the future. But I think that's the extent of Ghostbusters.
Pretty much, yeah. I've got the shoe polisher for doing a PKE meter, so I want to do that. We want to get a full kit. I'm sure at some point we'll ask for the 916 Ghostbusters to come in and give us pointers and help and just say hi.
Mm-hmm.
So
Maybe join us for a Stitch and Bitch.
yeah, they're the local Ghostbusters chapter.
Yes. Who are you going to call? Louis Causey says, "Odin, Venture Trilogy Technology," sorry, I cannot read today, people, "makes an OG
Today, people.
Ghostbusters ribbon cable." So,
Oh, okay.
just
What was this
FYI.
again?
Venture Technology. Fincher. Like a finch bird.
Oh, like David Fincher?
Fincher.
Fincher. Okay.
Technology.
Makes a ribbon. Okay.
Ghostbuster ribbon cable. So, if we buy the cable versus...
Yeah, I need that written down somewhere.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah. Bernie Davis says...
All my Discord friends, please, somebody cut and paste that in the Discord.
Bernie Davis says, "The prop team on Ghostbusters Afterlife used 100 of the Spirit of Halloween ghost traps for the climax of the film. That's cool to know."
Oh, nice.
Love it! In this
Yes.
I love it!
Yes.
You guys are coming out with the toy. Can I just use the toy?
Yeah.
That's what happened with the Assassin's Creed. I was supposed to build the little wrist knives, and I was like, "You guys have a toy. Can we use that?" They sent me two. So, like, you guys have toy proton packs. Can I use
Yeah.
that?
Can I just use those?
Like, we'll have a hero one. We can build it close, but can I just use...
Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. It was really common, especially for I think the White Ranger with his gun. He would constantly drop it and break it, and it was really expensive. So they ended up just buying the Bandai toy because it was cheaper.
Yes, no.
Yeah. And half of the fleet models of the small ship models from Return of the Jedi were model kits from Empire Strikes Back.
I love it. I love it. So thank you, Bernie Davis. That kinda
Yeah,
makes
that's
sense.
really cool.
Yeah.
I haven't watched all the special editions on that yet. I haven't watched a lot of stuff.
Stephen Deitch says, "How cool is it that Lost Wax is watching you make his build?"
Oh, it's super cool. And how cool is it that people who actually worked on No Way Home and costumes are watching the build? And
Yes.
and you know, I can also geek out that JP Maker is back because he's worked on the Witcher series. You know,
Right.
yeah. I love the fact that I actually get to talk to even through the filter of the internet. I love the fact that I get to talk to the people who are actually doing it for the shows that I'm emulating. That's really, really, really cool.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Too legit to quit. Wait, I'm learning to heal, says Odin, as a touching tribute to Meatloaf during his year's Halloween stream. Maybe dress as Eddie from RHPS since you've been the character before?
Possible. My Eddie suit, I think, is long gone. So that would be something I'd have to do again completely from scratch. And as a Halloween stream, that's going to be 10 months from now. Is that still, I mean, maybe?
Halloween comes faster than you know. Like,
Yeah.
before I know it, it's Halloween.
Pretty much. It is 2022 already.
Right? Right? Honestly, these have been the most chill Halloweens in a very, very, very long time. Not being at the costume shop.
Yeah, I bet.
They closed in 2019. That's the last time I helped them. So they closed right before the pandemic.
They closed at kind of the right time.
Right? We had it all cleared out before everything went to the... Yeah, crazy.
Everything went to
Yeah. So...
Right into the toilet. So, on Minecraft, Shady and I recently built... Shady wanted a graveyard, and then he wanted a church and cathedral to go next to it, so I helped him build this cathedral in Minecraft. Shady, have you noticed that I added another grave marker on one of the grave markers? He's got one, it's like born 1919, died 3000. He's done that a few times. So I did a grave marker that just said, hopes and dreams and productivity, 2020 to 2021. Oh, travel, not productivity. Hopes, dreams, and travel. That was it.
Hopes, dreams, and travel.
R.I.P. Yep.
Yeah. Colby Herman says, "Hey Odin, here's a question to you. I don't know if you've ever seen Spaceballs. It's like a Star Wars movie.
Oh, yeah.
Would you be able to make the helmet from the big giant Darth Vader helmet from Spaceballs?"
Dark helmet has been requested a few times, even from local cosplayers. Keith is a real nice guy. I have seen Spaceballs. I will admit, I don't think I've seen it since I saw it in the theater. At the time...
Really?
At the time, everyone loved it, but when I sat down and watched it, it's like, yeah, this is every Mad Magazine and Cracked Magazine joke from Star Wars that I've read over the past 10 years. Okay, yeah, it's funny, but there's nothing new here.
I've seen that movie like 12 times.
Yeah, it's good, though. It really is good, so.
I like them combing the desert.
Yes, Tuvok is great.
Yes. Fabworks says, "What's up, Odin?
Hello,
you guys are doing
Fabworks."
well."
Sorry, I've talked over
It's okay.
Fabworks.
He says, "Hopes you're doing well."
Thank you, yes. Poking myself with a knife, it's great.
Sean Kennedy said, "I was watching the old DIY prop shop Odin builds today, 5 years ago."
Yep. A few months ago, I was in Home Depot, and someone came up to me and, You're that guy. You're on TOI Prop Shop." It's like, yes, I
am. Lee Brainwhite.
Geek Pride, Lee.
Yeah, Lee.
Poor
right.
Lee.
I brought Animal, who now is displayed with his drum kit.
Sweet.
I'll text Odin a pic.
Oh, nice. Oh, is that what that...
I'm glad he has a drum kit. That makes me happy.
Yes.
SD James Bond 007 says,
Super
"Hey,
fun.
guys. How are you? A huge fan from India. It's 3 a.m. in the morning, and believe me, I'm not sleepy. I am not at sleepy, but enjoying the conversation."
Okay.
Not sleepy at all. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. I believe you. That's awesome. Well, hello.
Yeah.
SD James Bond, right?
Wait, I'm learning to heal says Valentine's Day. What's that? Oculus 2003 says low key or low key. Low key or low key?
Low key. I'm sure with however I said it before, I meant it as in not high profile. But
Not as
I'm
in...
a big low key fan too, so.
James Tillman says, "Did you get my comment?" I don't know.
I probably did.
Okay.
I don't know.
Carlos Perez, "Are you going to make other props from I'm assuming Busters, but... Ghostbusters.
Yes.
We are going to do
props will
the
happen.
full Proton Pack. We're doing the full suit from head to toe as best as we can.
As best we can.
And then Odin will be making
We also want to do
the ghost trap.
I'll be making the ghost trap, and I want to make the PKE meter.
Yes, but on live in front of you guys, we're for sure making the suit
live
and
is going to be
jacket.
suit and proton pack and probably the neutrino wand. So we'll do all those parts here. But a ghost trap and a PKE meter, those will probably happen just as a regular Odin Makes video.
Yes.
And I know Bill Duran recently did Stance's welding goggles visor thing.
Oh, nice.
From a kit. And I'm not opposed to that.
You might want some goggles.
Yeah, I'm not opposed to getting a kit and building those goggles.
Okay. Sam Vasquez at MakerJP. I'm in California, so you're over here with us. Guy with the green hat at Odin Makes and Felicia. What are your favorite video games?
Favorite video games? Okay. The two that I've probably spent the most amount of time on has got to be Civilization 5 and Portal. Those are going to be my favorite video games. The one that I am playing obsessively at the moment is Minecraft, because it's a creative video game. And so I'm enjoying the snot out of that. I really enjoyed Counter-Strike, and Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild was another one that I spent a lot of time playing and really enjoyed. So I've almost fully 100%ed that game, because you can 100% just the quests and everything else, and it unlocks like more stuff. So I've done everything but the very last trial of the sword. You know, do it wrong, start over from the beginning. Yeah, I hate those types of challenges. So that's the one thing I haven't finished.
Okay. Yeah. I'm
that too
into
many?
those video games where you get to decorate and set up things. Like, I played Sims like crazy when I was a kid, Animal Crossing, all of that. But I really had to step away because I was spending too much time decorating not real life, and I really needed to work and focus on my real life. So I try not to. But I did have friends who would like pay me to decorate like their Simpsons tapped out. Their towns, because they would come visit my town and be like, why is your logo so cool? Because all I do is sit and decorate things. And so I will sit and decorate my friends' towns or houses or things on rent. That's what I do.
Yeah.
I don't really like play the video games. I just set them up.
There
Make
is-
them pretty.
It's the creative ones, for sure. No, I get it. A couple of Ellis's best friends, they met on Sims.
Yeah.
Online, yeah.
Sims is fun. I can't do it. It just takes too much of my life.
Right.
But I love the cheat codes. It helps.
It does.
Noob Gamer. There is not even 100 viewers on such a big stream.
It comes
That's
and
more
goes.
people than I know, honestly. So
Well, check the stats behind it.
check this page.
Yeah.
We got 83.
Oh, wow, 83.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, that's interesting. That's lower than normal.
Yes, we're still cutting out circles, so that's probably why. Oops. Well, I think we'll survive. Strict David says you should try Sea of Thieves. Oh, I had friends playing that.
Yeah.
I suck.
I'm sure 48. I'm sure 48. That's the number I'm writing down. I'm sure 6mm good. Now I'll double check which size it is now that I'm done drawing it.
Lewis Casey or Kazi says, Odin, don't forget the leg hose and belt gizmo for the
Oh, yeah.
foot pedal for the trap.
Oh, for sure.
Of course not. You wouldn't.
Well, you know, yeah.
Liam Matson wants to know, I've got a question for you, Odin. Would you say it's your favorite... Who would you say is your favorite Marvel villain? If you can't choose, who's your favorite villain from the Thor Marvel franchise?
Loki. Out of all the Marvel villains, Loki definitely has got the most character development. He's got the most going on. He's definitely been the best villain.
Puny God.
Yes. Baron Zemo was a hell of a lot of fun for the same reason. He was pretty cardboard and boring in The Winter Soldier, but I really, really liked where they went with Baron Zemo in Falcon and The Winter Soldier. Thanos is cool, but he's just sort of... He's got more going on than other comic. Like Ronan's boring. Ronan's the world's pissed at my Cheerios and I'm going to make everyone pay. And that's his entire backstory. And now we're done. Moving on. So Thanos has got more going on than that, and he's cool. And I've cosplayed as Thanos, but yeah, I wouldn't make a good-looking Tom Hiddleston. Of course, I could do any variant now, so it doesn't matter. Like, I could do boastful Loki and be just fine. So
Yeah. Wolverine Scratch says, I got emotional at the end of Ghostbusters Afterlife. Yeah.
Yeah, we all did.
It was beautiful. Winter Wolf Z. Hey, can I have the portal gun from Portal 2?
the one that I made. There's the one up there. It's
it over
a
there?
bit dusty.
Oh, it's over there.
That's the portal gun from Portal 2. It's
Yeah.
above the. You see this red thing in the corner of the screen over here? This is the Gundam shield. It's above the Gundam shield, just out of shot. And then over there, somewhere on the shelf, is the broken one from Smosh and the companion cube from DIY Prop Shop. So I do have the portal gun and the companion cube. No, I'm not ready to part with it.
Not yet. Liam Matson. Odin, you took the words out of my mouth. Loki is my favorite villain too. LOL.
Yeah.
Tom perfected that role.
Yes. Now, also, Grandmaster's a lot of fun, but that's just Jeff Goldblum. I mean, come on. How can Grandmaster not be fun? I mean, I made his prop.
Bradley C. wants to know, Felicia, what is your favorite prop Odin has made?
You have, with that particular question, you have more history to pull from.
Right? Right? I was pretty impressed with that box you made for Anthony. I know that one's stupid, but...
Which box?
The one that fit him perfectly.
Oh, that was amazing.
It's a weird item, but the fact that it worked so perfectly...
So one of the Smosh scripts was that Ian was going to get a Android Anthony delivered, his robotic friend, right? That's what it was. So I had to build the shipping crate that Anthony would arrive in. So you think about it briefly, how you can build a shipping crate? Well, I made a wooden crate that's all reinforced, Ark of the Covenant style crate, that had hinges on it so you could wheel it in, set it down, and open it up like a refrigerator, which would make a good reveal for the video. How do you ship an Android in a big box? I went and bought a big piece of foam, and I cut out a human form out of this foam, right? Just like what's in the men's room. It wasn't terribly complicated, but Anthony had to come out of it, and so we looked up on the Smosh wiki just how tall Anthony was, and then
oh yeah, you did all that thing, and I had those measurements you could have just asked me for.
Yeah, I didn't really think about it, but I did all that, and so on set, and I wasn't even there for this, they get it all set up, and Anthony fits inside, he backs into it, and it's perfect. He's like, how did he get this? And somebody told him, oh, he got the measurements off the wiki, and that freaked Anthony out.
Well, it's crazy how much people knew about him without even knowing people. But I know that's not like the coolest, fanciest prop, but I remember that just being like, it's so perfectly fitting.
Right.
That I was thoroughly impressed, like, damn.
Did I take your story? Oh,
No, it's
good,
okay.
good.
You also made a perfect box for that syringe you helped build
right.
for me. I was going to say help me build, but I didn't end up building it because you took over and did a good job. And then you made a box to put it in.
Yeah, I had to.
I lost the box, but
Yeah, it's okay.
I know. The box! You made all these props, and I'm impressed with the box.
I love the tiny house set for Smosh.
Oh, yes,
and
the
we
tiny
reused that thing like
house.
3 times.
We totally did. We did.
Yeah.
I had Anthony in a wedding dress in there.
Yep. So there for a little while, tiny houses were the rage, right? So at Smosh, they made the joke on that. And the script, they legitimately said, we want something that's about 4 square feet. It's like, okay, I know what you're asking for, but this is not what you wrote down. 4 square feet's about that,
Oh,
But
yeah.
it's 2 foot by 2 foot. That's all it is. Or variation thereof.
Yeah, it's still tiny.
It's still tiny. What they wanted was something about 4 feet by about 4 feet. I think we ended up making it was about 4 feet by about 4 feet by not quite 5 feet.
I was going to say, it was a couple of things with the lowerable ceiling.
We made a lowerable ceiling, and the ceiling was based off of the height of the prop fireplace we had, which was not quite 5 feet.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah. And so that's what we ended up doing, and that was a fun build, and they used that thing a couple of times.
Yeah.
Those characters came back.
I like those foam things that you made to throw at Anthony. These are all Anthony props, apparently.
Yeah, the one from It Follows. We got a couple up there. We probably can't reach from here, but
yeah.
At the end of the movie, It Follows. They're throwing all these items at the invisible monster. Only the victim can see it. Everyone else, it's invisible, while it's splashing around in the water. So we had to do that.
The irons moved.
Yeah, I made like a foam iron, and I made a foam sewing machine, and I made a foam typewriter, and it was all these things they had real props of, but they needed a foam version they could then So you have your hero shot of, I've got a typewriter. And then you cut to Anthony, you got this typewriter, boink, off of his head. It's made out of foam.
So we got the real thing being thrown, and then it cuts to the foam one hitting Anthony. So I liked the iron because it was very impressive because it looked like it really hurt.
Yep, I have the iron still. Yeah, I've got the iron in the sewing machine.
So I know those aren't like cool props, but those are like
it's
off the top of my head. The grass wheel, that was an entertaining.
Oh god,
I love the grass wheel. I made a
hate
grass
the
car.
Wheel. The grass wheel is a great video. And the grass wheel was a fun prop, but it was not a fun prop to build. What's the grass wheel? So it's like a giant hamster wheel, but it was something a person could walk in. It was something that mechanical students did as their semester project, and we had to pull it off in 3 days with a $400 budget.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so it was this. It was a curved, made it from layers and layers of thin plywood that was contact cemented together. Yep, contact cement. And then it still had to have bent conduit in order to give it some reinforcement because it was just too wobbly. And then we lined the inside with AstroTurf. Yeah.
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 A few years later, I'm like sending you pictures of me working on a grass car because I had to make a grass car. And I'm like, look, I got a grass car to go with your grass wheel.
And then I think out at your dad's farm, wasn't it? No, it was your dad's farm or Egan's farm?
For what?
Pat's farm, where we did the final shot of the grass wheel rolling down the hill.
That was Egan's farm.
Okay.
We did the grass car at my dad's farm.
Oh, okay. So anyway, it was this shot where the wheel had to roll down a hill and smack into a tree and die. And I took time off from my day job to be there for that part of the shoot.
Smash!
Yeah.
Giant thing you worked so hard on, let's smash it!
I want to kill this thing because it was so frustrating.
And then that thing ended up getting chopped up into shields.
That got chopped, yeah, so I got 2 of the shields here. There was a Smosh episode with all the knights and all the chainmail that you've talked about.
So much fun.
And so to make a bunch of shields quickly and easily, we cut up it was already curved, so let's just cut these into shields.
Yeah. Yep. So that was one of my favorite episodes to work on.
That was a good episode to work on. And we shot at Carrie's house, and he's
although it
always
was
fun.
super hard.
Uh-huh.
It was super fun because I got to get into every version of chainmail that was available at the time.
Oh, the night one. I'm thinking about Grass Wheel still. Yes.
Grass Wheel was a lot of fun, and yes, I did enjoy filming that over at Carrie's house. That one was a fun prop.
It was fun.
It was fun hanging out in the wheel. I have pictures of me sitting in the wheel.
Oh, that's awesome. Post those in Discord if you can find them.
Okay, it's on my Instagram.
Oh, there you go.
I know I have like 1,000 photos on my Instagram.
Yeah,
but
whatever.
I have a bunch of back Smosh photos from back in the day. It's easier to pull them from there than my old phone.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, the grass wheel. No, my favorite one was the Knights. Was doing that one because
all the costuming.
We got all the versions of Knights that we could. All the chainmail.
I remember that.
All the metal.
All the macrame.
Yes,
And
all the peoples.
And you put football pads on.
Poor Olivia.
Olivia? Yeah.
No, she had shoes that were this tall. She had the kiss
really?
boots. Yeah.
Okay.
So she had, because Ryan asked me to make Olivia the same size as Anthony because she needs to be a big burly man.
Okay.
But it's little Olivia because he wanted to make it funny.
Right.
So Olivia I put her in the giant shoulder pads so she was wider than Anthony, and I put her in the boots that were this tall. And, then she had the metal chainmail coif.
Right.
And it had a full circle mantle, as opposed to some of them, they're just the headpiece, or they only come out a little bit. This one had a full circle mantle, so it sat on those shoulder pads.
Okay.
But it added a lot of weight because it was the full circle. So she had the weight of the real chainmail, and the bigger piece of it on top of that, with the shoulder pads on top of it. I don't think we put her in a helmet, just the chain. And then she had
I think that's right.
the chainmail shirt, but I believe we gave her plastic chainmail. I hope. I hope. I know I gave like Noah and a few of them real chainmail, but I think she may have gotten the plastic chainmail.
Noah would totally want real chainmail.
No, he would have, but
yeah.
I think he did. Anyways, it was a lot. It was very encumbered. I felt really bad because I was sitting next to her while she had to stand during the scene because, so I could jump in if she needed it.
Something else to point out, since this is kind of a medieval, we're army fighting, this was all shot outside in the sun.
Over by the river, yeah.
Over by the river, because that was that's what the shot had to be. So all these actors are in all of this gear, standing in the sun.
Yeah. The one I felt the worst for was Olivia. She was such a trooper, but she had the weight on her shoulders and a lot of it, and she was on stilts. And she, like had a huge heavy sword. Like that. She was one tough cookie. I'm just saying, very impressed.
Yes.
But that was a lot of fun. Yes, train.
Lots of train.
Yes.
Yep, and any more of the trains enjoy stopping back there and idling to let times sync up or whatever. So we'll go outside and there's a train just out there idling for hours.
Yes.
It's like, aren't you blocking the track?
We got Juankin? Gerardo. Sorry, screwing up your name completely, but he says greetings from Chile.
Ah, hello there,
Yeah.
Chili.
Winter Wolf C wants to know if you can show the portal gun. It's covered in dust at the top. It's a little too difficult to get to right now. So maybe we can get it down for next stream, possibly. But it is.
Because I would really like to clean it off. It's
It
covered
is.
with a lot of dust. Because it's up above the two Sanders, right? And it's
Yeah.
been up there for a couple of years.
Yeah, no, I'm looking at it going, I will leave, like sneezing like crazy if that
Yeah,
comes down
pretty
right
much.
now. And it's kind of up there.
But it is the one that I made right here on my channel, Odin Makes,
Yeah.
with where the three front claws are made from my old windshield wiper. In fact, that truck is the one that I need to go pick up from the dealership. I'm getting some work done on the truck, so
Yeah.
41.
Groot Grusin says, did you know that in Sweden, semester is your holiday? And then he says stuff in Swedish that I will totally butcher because I don't know how you pronounce O's with 2 dots on top of them.
Umlauts.
Or an A with a circle on top of it.
You
I
you
feel like
just imitate the Swedish chef, and everyone's okay with that.
Yeah. But
No,
I
you
think
don't.
it says, what are you going to do on your holiday? Just relax. Never. I'm a grown-up now. You don't get to relax.
What's a holiday?
Right?
Is this talking about Valentine's Day? Valentine's Day has got a little more going on than like Mother's Day and Father's Day that were pretty much created by a greeting card company. But yeah. No, we're making YouTube content on our own dime, so there is no time off. You take time off, you're not working and you're not earning. Says the guy that plays too much Minecraft.
But technically, you do stream it. No, not Minecraft. You don't
No,
stream
I
it.
don't stream Minecraft.
No.
But I stream Among Us,
You do stream Among Us.
which is a lot of fun.
Yes.
So, yes. There is definitely different levels at Odin Makes Patreon. So it's patreon.com/Odin Makes. And everybody who is at the Discord level has access to the private Discord, which includes all of the codes to get in on the Among Us games that we play every Friday that are also live streamed. So if you want a chance to not only stab me in the back, but have it live streamed to everybody who's watching, then please check out patreon.com/Odin Makes and see how you can get in on the fun. And that is one of those things that, once you're in, you're in. It comes around every week, and it's all done through Discord. We were talking again recently about the possibility of doing some Mario Kart stuff, although I'm hearing that Nintendo does not like Mario Kart being streamed, so I don't know. That doesn't mean that we can't all play Mario Kart and have fun, but I don't know if we can stream it without having a takedown notice, and that's not fun.
Okay.
So
We'll see.
we'll see.
Ooh, we got
an orange super chat.
Yeah.
I'll walk over here.
I'll let you read that one.
She's stumbled 3 times now. So we have an Lawa Media with Sweden, SEK 219. I do not know what that relates to, but that sounds like a lot.
Right?
Sounds like a lot. Hi, Felicia and Odin. Just got paid, so here comes some Swedish gold. Sweet. What is Felicia's favorite fabric to work with? And what is Odin's favorite material? Besides foam, of course. Keep up the great work.
I like stretch knits. Very much. I like 4-way stretch knits. Like, if I could pick any fabrics to sew with, I generally would go with a knit. And I remember when I first started learning how to sew, people were like, oh no, knits are so hard and so scary. They're my favorites. I like stretch knits, whether it's in the formal wear, or in casual, like, athletic wear. I like working with, like, the negative ease that you need to when patterning. Like, I really
to
like...
allow it to stretch.
Yeah, I like working with stretch knits specifically. And fiber content, rayon's my favorite, but, you know, I won't stick my nose up at a 60-40 poly cotton blend, you know, so that way it doesn't wrinkle but still breathes. Anyways.
Yes.
But that's my favorite. How about you? Besides foam.
Thinking about it a little bit, pretty much I think it's going to come down to styrene. I really, really like plastics. I like working with plastics. I like the speed, ease, and accessibility of working with plastics. And so out of the world of plastics, where you got polycarbonate and acrylic and ABS, I think the high-impact styrene, the basic plastic that model kits are made out of, and a lot of toys are made out of, that one is really easy to work with, takes paint really well, and is very easy to glue. So I think that's probably going to be it.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense.
But it's kind of hard to pick out exactly.
Right?
Yeah, because
there's millions of plastics and fabrics. And
you pick out different things for the properties they give you for the project to give you the properties you want for the project at hand. And yeah. So it becomes,
But yeah.
Yeah.
But good question.
Great question.
I am definitely opinionated on fabrics.
Yeah. And thank you for sharing the Swedish gold. That's freaking appreciated. Thank you very, very much.
Yeah, keeps the lights on over here.
Keeps the lights on over here, for sure. Alrighty. Well, it is...
Are we already 2:15?
We're already 2:15.
And did we at least get all our circles cut?
We got almost all the circles cut.
I got two
tiny ones left. Let's see if we can't get those correct.
We should at least get those ones. It looks like this size circle is what I'm guessing.
Go for it. Can you get...
Can I? Oh, you were going to use a special
I have
tool.
to get a needle nose pliers. There's just no way I can pull them out.
So this one, oh, that's a millimeter too small. I eyeballed it off, both of those.
That's tiny bit too big.
Tiny bit too big. This one?
I think I ran into this before.
Looks like it's just one big.
That's probably close enough. Because it needs to be the inside.
This one's the right size, right here.
That one's the right size?
That one's the right size.
We need... Or use 12 millimeter punch. Chris, what size is 49? I'll cut one. I'll cut a pair out of...
If it's just a dot and it doesn't really matter.
Right. But the thing is, not only does it not have a quantity needed, it doesn't have a thickness needed.
There you go. Is it supposed... I thought it was all... It says or used... Oh, yeah.
12 millimeter punch. I'm pretty sure it's not 12 millimeter foam.
So this one's cut from one from 6 millimeter foam,
Yeah.
and this is cut 2 from 6 millimeter foam. And since this one isn't mentioned, I'm assuming it's not the 6 millimeter. I think it's the default, would be my guess.
Well, in my mind, 6 millimeter is default.
Okay, yeah, you're right. Well, you were going through...
But I've cut tons of these out of...
This isn't 6 millimeter?
No, that's 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why I say if you cut it out of the...
I'll just cut out of both because it's a tiny amount anyway. Who cares?
Because we'll have 2 dots anyway, so we'll be hunting down and we'll probably cut it out and
Right.
recut it out by the time we get to that dot.
Do you want to very delicately write 49 on those?
I have a pencil right here.
Okay.
Yes. I'm handing you these, though.
I will take those. Which was the one you liked for the other one?
Oh, shit. I didn't pull out one for the other one yet because this one was too small. So you need one slightly bigger.
I may not have those sizes. Because there isn't a whole lot of slightly.
This one's 1 millimeter too big.
And I think that's the same size.
This one is still a millimeter too big all the way fully around.
And then that one's the same size.
So yeah, all of these ones are just 1 millimeter too big, and the next size down
Is...
a millimeter too small. So it's the right tween size between that. Yay!
Doesn't say, I'll probably just use one of these.
Okay, I won't tell.
Okay.
We can always trim it down if we have to.
Yeah.
These are the same size, so they're not stacking together.
Right. Well, I've actually got two or three different kits in this thing here. I bought a bunch of different leather punches just to have the different sizes.
Oh, look it. Grusin gave me the how to decipher the code. The O with the 2 dots is an A, like I have a pen, The A with the circle on top equals an O, like in gore or more. I would have never guessed these things, people.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it is a long O sound. That's all right.
The A with the dots on top of it, I almost did like an A, makes the E
Yeah, whatever.
in there. Okay, this is based on how Swede thinks these words are pronounced, but gives you a hint. Swedish. Well, I have a more. Like, she's from Sweden, like Swedish history, so we call her Mors Momor. She was my great-grandmother, so technically there was 3 Mors. Mors Momors More.
Okay.
Because it's mother's mom's mom.
Ah, okay.
Mors Momor. And that, I know we called her More, but my other cousins didn't call her More. They called her something funny that threw me off as a kid. Like, what are you calling More? It's the wrong name.
Right.
It's like the dad's mom's mom. So they had a da in there.
Oh, okay.
And I don't want to miss
more?
Da's Moore's dad's mom.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't speak Swedish. I know my grandmother tried. Not tried, but...
I barely speak American.
Yes. But I had a more. I always think of her when I think of Sweden. Trevor Schaffer wants to know, Odin, does your wife ever help you with any of your projects?
Oh, yeah.
She edits his videos. Didn't you guys know that?
Yep.
She does an amazing job.
Yep. Edits videos. There's times that they've done sewing. There's times that they've... Definitely a creative person, enjoys the process, and whatever can do and whatever catches attention, they're willing to do.
So, yes. Adam Washington says, hello everyone, your builds are amazing. God bless you all today. So,
Thank you.
thank you, Adam Washington. Austin Potter says, just got out of school and I see you guys streaming. What a treat. Yeah, we're getting out of here. We had to get the last few little polka dots cut out.
Right.
But we're closing up soon.
Yep, we're kind of closing up now.
Yeah.
Partly because we need to get in the habit of being done at 2 o'clock.
Because I have appointments.
Yep, coming up pretty quick. We're both going to have stuff we need to do, so we're going to have a hard out at 2 o'clock. We're not there yet, but we're close. At least you marked those before you put them in the bag. I appreciate that.
Did I forget to mark them?
I think you forgot, but it's okay. It's all good. We made it through the circles. It took 2.5 streams.
But we got all the circles done.
All the circles are cut out.
And we'll get into the 50s next week. And I feel like those...
Yeah, I think those were 50s. The last two you did, I think it was a 51.
Yeah, so we're into the 50s.
We're into the 50s.
And
So
then-
Chris, if you're still watching, thank you for a fantastic pattern. I am enjoying this build, even though, I'm kind of talking and taking my time, but I'm enjoying this.
Yes. And
So-
I have faith in your pattern, so much so that my brain is turned off in the pattern right now. Going, okay, this should work as long as we get all the pieces right.
Right, absolutely.
Yes.
And for everyone else who's watching, yes, who are we talking to? Well, that's Chris. He's the fellow that has his own YouTube channel called Lost Wax Oz. Chris has made a number of props that we all recognize and does some really, really nice steampunk work. So definitely please check out his channel. And this isn't the first Lost Wax Oz pattern that I've used. He had the great idea of taking the foam and wrapping it over a yoga ball in order to make the Captain America shield. And I also did that that's how I did it. He did it for Wonder Woman shield. I did it for Captain America shield. Then I did it again for Captain Carter shield. But that is where we are at with those. And I want to do a huge thank you shout out to Lost Wax Oz one more time. A lot of you people, including Shady and a few others, all did Super Chat today. That is really appreciated. So thank you very, very much. The Super Chats definitely help, especially in January and February, which is the lowest YouTube income months of the year. So thank you. Really appreciate that. They are. End of the year, because of the holidays, which should be spelled with a Z-E, not a Y-S, it's got the highest amount for ad revenue, right?
Yeah.
So immediately following that, there's like this, oh, you're doing good. Oh, yeah, it's the beginning of the year. It's not quite, yeah, it's kind of that bad.
Interesting. I'm fascinated
Okay.
about how it works,
Yeah.
like the ups and downs.
Ups and
But, yeah.
downs. and it's cyclical, and then it'll crawl up to be really good until about the very beginning of summer, and then July takes a dip again. But July is,
Interesting, because
Yep.
that's kind of this. So at the costume shop, we had our dips.
Uh-huh.
So end of the year got really crazy, even in through December.
Oh, so these aren't
Santa Claus.
these aren't just the dips that walked in off the street.
Well, it's just interesting because Santa Claus hits, and then January. Well, we got New Year's, and some people come in for like crazy costume parties for
Yeah.
New Year's, but really it slows down. February, we have Cupids and stuff like that, and it's not
Right.
very much. It slows down. We got school projects. The summer months are the worst. August
Yep.
is the July and August, June, July, August. Those are like the 3 worst months for the costume shop. But September, school projects start popping up, and like
The beginnings of Halloween.
Yeah.
The people who are on the ball.
August is when people start coming in and reserving Halloween costumes. Like
Okay.
that is when like the people who come in every year and they want the pick of the shop.
Right.
They know they come in August, get their costume, and put it aside for the Halloween
For
season
Halloween.
because their stuff won't be rented because it's put aside
It's already
until
rented.
after where other things they'll be rented multiple weeks in a row, and then
Yep.
you get it. So August we'd get the early birds. September, October is Halloween. November, it's
Is
still like
Pilgrims and
yeah, it's still pretty busy with school projects and theater and things November, December.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and then it crashes in January and February. So it's like there is definitely a cycle of the majority of the money is made in October, for sure.
For sure.
And then different months depending on what kind of seasonal costumes in general. But yeah, it kind of, there's...
It follows the same basic pattern, which I've always equated to school as well, which is interesting with the
Yeah.
elementary school patterns. Yeah.
It does match along with this because schools really do help
Yeah.
support a costume shop through the
Oh, I'm sure.
through the lean time.
Lean times.
Yes. Wow, we got a lot of people saying see you guys next week.
See you guys next week. Yes, we will
And-
definitely be back next Monday. Same bat time, same bat channel. We're going to start at 11:15 for everybody who's on the everybody who's on my Patreon has early access to the live streams. You get about 45 minutes or so of alone time with just me and Felicia. And then at noon, we'll kick over to being public as far as live. And so everybody can watch. And then for those of you who are in the future and have stuck around this long, one, thank you. And two, you'll get to see the whole stream. It's just the trade-off is you don't get to comment because we're not going
Yeah.
to see it live.
Yeah. But all you future viewers, thank you guys for making it this far. So welcome. And yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's time to say goodbye.
Okay. Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye.
Bye now.
Bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Thank you all
Are they
very
gone
much.
yet?
Are they
My
gone
cheeks
yet?
are killing me.
All
Here,
right.
I will.
I'll be back live streaming on Friday playing Among Us with all of my friends, and I will have a new video out with Sean Cash this week. We're going to be building a helmet from Book of Boba Fett.
And if you haven't had enough of Odin in a few hours, 7 hours,
Oh, yeah.
you have another live stream going on.
Right. In just 3.5 hours, I'm going to have another live
Oh, it's not
stream.
7 hours anymore.
Not 7 hours anymore. No, that was 3 hours ago. No, it's 2:30 now. So at 6 o'clock my time, it's 2:30 my time now. So please adjust for your placement on this lovely rock. I'm going to be on a podcast, Distance Nerding. There was a post done much earlier. Is it still? Where's the mouse thing here? Does this one say paste?
Yes.
Paste. What's that say? That's the URL, right? Do it. I
Did it.
think that's the URL. I hope. And this is where you'll be able to find me doing a live podcast in just a couple of hours.
Yes.
Yep.
I'm going
Right
home.
here. Yeah, you go home. So, yeah, lots of me live this week. And then, of course, when I'm not here, I'm either trying to get a prop made, or you can find me on the Odin Makes Minecraft server. You can find me on the Odin Makes Minecraft server way more than I should be. Right, Shady? So, yeah, and to get access to that, also check out the Patreon. Thank you all very much, and back to quoting Toy Story. Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye. Yeah. Next week we should be finished with cutting out pieces, and that's my goal.
Okay.
Next week, let's get the rest of those pieces done so that we can start gluing.
Okay. I like that plan. This is a good plan.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye.
Oh, I see. This is only telling us who the concurrent viewers are right now. Peak concurrence is 108.